Badlands, running to Badlands. Explain those Badlands. That's a hell of a name.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
Who had the music queued up? That was great.
Me. That was me.
Oh, that was perfect. We didn't even plan that, guys.
I mean, I did. I just didn't tell anybody.
You know,
But that was perfect that you just brought Cam up.
Yeah, he was the last one in the studio, so
I didn't even know if I was up or not. I just figured I was backstage for something.
No, you mean black stage?
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome everybody to OnlyLands, our Friday hangout show. Got lots to. I hear we're gonna fight Ashe. That'll be fun.
A couple of times, I think.
A couple times. That'll be real fun.
To the death.
We got John Drake here.
I've planned 2 fights. I don't know how many you brought.
I don't know. Try me. We'll see what happens. What are we fighting about again?
January 6th, how much of a Fedsurrection? You made this comment on your show earlier in the week that it was, a few Feds sprinkled here and there in the crowd.
I did not say that.
I'm summarizing the gist of what you said.
You can't summarize me
Sensing
to start
some
a
real
fight.
tension here. Ashe appears to be very mad.
Misquoting me? Oh, that's.
Then the other one is the how seditious is the seditious conspiracy. Hang on.
Do you have some dry skin there? You need to put some soft disclosure
No,
on that, Ashe.
this is the thing that Chihuahuas do. Cisco does the same thing. Lisa gets so upset, like, stop licking. But, like, they all do it. It's like this nervous thing, I think.
Yeah.
It's a dog
That
thing.
and the shaking.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't shut up before the show. Now everybody's like quiet and awkward. What the hell is going on?
Well, everybody's trying not to step on everybody else,
You said we should come on and just do 10 minutes of awkward silence because there's way too much stuff to talk about. So we're like, it's like paralysis by analysis.
All right, well, we can sit here in silence. I'm
Can
down.
we?
The OnlyLands meditation hour.
Calmer than you are, dude.
Good evening, Lily Pad. How are you doing?
How about I do our sponsor, our cash sponsor for tonight, and then we can do whatever after that.
Sounds good.
MTG's retiring.
Yeah.
We got Mondami at the White House.
That was great. Our boy Z, that was incredible.
They can't all be our boys.
No, they can't. But there's
definitely
a couple of different things that could be going on. We'll talk about it after the sponsor.
Now I don't know if I wanted to talk about it. Whatever. We got some love litters for that dog of yours. Ashe, do you have a cat too?
Don't use litter boxes.
Well, they got stuff for all animals, you guys.
She could. She absolutely. If she were going to use litter, it would be love litters.
It would.
Yeah, Brian.
Don't take the dog out at Lily Pad.
Attention, all you Badlanders with purring pals and feathered friends. Say hello to Love Litters. 100% pure kiln-dried wood. Free from chemicals and oh so kind to Mother Earth. No dust, no mess, and no toxins. Just a lightweight solution that's gentle on your wallet and even gentler in your home. Their biodegradable litter is crafted from wood destined for landfills, giving it a new purpose in your pet's life. Cats love it. Love Litter's astonishing formula works like magic to neutralize that notorious cat urine odor, keeping your home pine fresh and welcoming. And for bird lovers, it zaps moisture from bird droppings, crumbling them away, all while being safe if pecked at or ingested. For reptiles and critters, too, their mix is crafted to dilute the pine scent, ensuring those little lungs stay happy and healthy. Plus, every 30-pound bag of Love Litters will last up to 6 months, saving you some money. So transform your pet care routine today. Visit badlandsmedia.tv/litter. That's badlandsmedia.tv/litter, and breathe easy with a litter that loves your pet as much as you do. Thank you to Love Litter. Those folks are awesome.
Good folks.
All right. Drake, how you been doing, man?
Not too shabby. Just recorded episode 8 last night. So got almost 2 months in the books. It's pretty awesome.
Nice. I did watch your show for the first time last weekend, and I gotta say, I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I've read that essay. I don't know how many times over the last 15, 18 years or whatever, but digging into it the way I have the last couple of months has been eye-opening as far as just, I mean, his way of viewing the world is, I appreciate its uncompromising and unflinching commitment to what he believes. Like there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
there's no compromise, and that's definitely something I track with.
Yeah, I agree. I would encourage you all to watch that show. No Treason Podcast, 6 p.m. No, 7 p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Central. Yeah,
Awesome. Way better than BB's show. So
I get the chat warmed up because I've been able to be in the chat most of the times. So it's a pretty hopping chat. It's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, what do you guys want to start with? Besides the Jews, Ghost.
10 minutes of silence.
Well, I
Lily
guess,
pad left it.
Or the Saudis.
Speaking of the Jews and the Saudis, that we could talk about MTG resigning. I guess that's like that's on the tip of everyone's tongue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Throw in Qatar. Why don't you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, how long have you been working for Qatar?
Yeah. Too long, and they haven't paid me enough.
Yeah, we can start with the MTG stuff. So I basically think we need to blame Shipwreck for this. She does one interview on Badlands. She's out the door.
One appearance on Badlands, and they've got blackmail material on her, and they're pushing her out of DC.
Do you guys think it's still kayfabe?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it totally could be. Because
100%.
now that she's unencumbered from the strings of Congress where she knows nothing's going to get done, now she appears to be strong with the people. She's resolute. She's standing by her principles. She's going to go back home. What's she going to do when she goes back home? She says she's going to hang out with the people. You know, what are you going to do when you hang out with the people? You're going to be bagging them constituents, right? You know, I mean, you're going to be
Starting
getting
a
those.
podcast.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She's
Yep.
going to go into some sort of meet. I wonder what job she has lined up.
It's gonna be
Why
OLN.
January 5th?
She'll be right alongside Matt Gaetz.
Yep.
You know, that's the thing. Like, they have far more influence when you think about accounts like their social media accounts, Matt Gaetz and MTG. They have millions of followers. They're kind of a little bit censored when they're in Congress, but once they get out, they're no holds barred. So you can have her one vote in Congress, which, by the way, her district is probably going to go to Harrison Floyd. It looks like he might be posing to run for her spot, which I'm all for.
Harrison Floyd, is that the election guy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I texted Ashe.
They have 2-year terms, Brian. 2 years. They can't. You have to leave halfway through, right in the middle. You have to leave your 500 to 900,000 constituents without any fake representation.
No, she's staying till January 5th. She's staying till the end of the term.
Her term is up the following year.
Yeah, it's not up till next year.
She's leaving halfway through.
She's definitely leaving halfway through. I mean, to me, that looks like a totally missed opportunity, right? You know, I mean, like, why leave now, really? Unless you've got some other work that you're planning to do, and there is an election in the fall of next year. Yeah,
that's one way to look. It could also be because of whatever she said in that letter. I only read it once.
Did you watch the 10-minute video?
No, who's time for that?
I didn't read the letter. I watched the video.
Isn't the same thing in the letter as the video?
It might have been. I didn't read the letter. I just put the video on in the background as I was doom scrolling through our Telegram messages.
Nice.
For the last 3 days, I have been so busy I haven't been able to catch up, and then I did.
This happened to my district, to me, when Ken Buck resigned, right? And in the grand scheme of things, it didn't have really any impact on my life, except that Greg Lopez got in there, and that guy's been trying to get elected to something for a long time. So Mazel Tov, he got his, 15 minutes. But aside from that, the thing that pisses me off about this is that it's the job is representative, as MTG said in her video, right? But the people they're representing are the last thought always. They only get really upset about stuff when it's about themselves.
Well, let's be clear. When people go to DC, they may say that they're doing it for the people, but I have a really hard time believing that any of them or many of them are doing it for the people. I think that for a lot of
controversial take there, Zach.
Well, you know what? It's the thing is, like, people get so attached to some of these people. It's like, all of this talk about oh, what's this person doing? Are they good? Are they bad? I think that they're all bad at the end of the day. I mean, like, it's varying degrees of bad, varying degrees of narcissism and selfishness and self-aggrandizement and enrichment. And I see that this will be a stepping stone for Marjorie Taylor Greene. The ethical thing to do would have been to stay in her position, okay, instead of pouting about President Trump rejecting her. Daddy doesn't love me anymore, so I'm going to leave DC and go back to the farm. I mean, like, she could have stayed on. She was already there, right? Now she's going to leave. Who's going to come in? I mean, like, is Harrison Floyd going to get just dropped into that position, or are they going to have a special election?
Oh, it'll be special.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
What stuck out to me was when she said there's no plan to save the world, and
There's no
there's no 4D
Yes,
chess.
there's no 4D chess.
Yeah, it stuck out like a sore thumb. I'm like, okay, because everything she said up to then, I'm like, I kind of agree with everything she said. She's fighting for this.
Has anybody
fighting for that.
decoded it yet, though? Do we know the decode and what it
I'm
means?
sure the decode, but I will say this: the Elon kayfabe just came full circle, and people were flipping out when Elon and Trump had their feud, and we were all kind of on top of that. We're like, there's no way that's a real feud. And sure enough, he's sitting at the seat of honor next to MBS and Trump this week. So I think the same will happen with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't know what her role is going to be, but it seems pretty obvious, like kayfabe to me.
Did you see the video of Elon? Like, someone did a lip reading, and it was he was asking people if they thought MBS was a terrorist. Like, he was asking people that during the dinner.
What?
Yeah.
Pull that up.
I think that's just like him being really autistic, but yeah, I'll find it.
He killed Khashoggi.
It's so funny.
I've seen a lot of people recently saying that Marjorie Taylor Greene has recently gotten fantastically wealthy playing the market. I don't know anything about that personally. All I see is that people are saying that, which makes me think that there's like an air of oppishness about it. Maybe it's coming from the Laura Loomer camp or something like that.
Zach, did you hear her say, though, she spent millions of her own money on her campaign?
She may have. She very well may have. I mean,
but it was interesting to say that, to even admit you have millions. I mean, John admits it now, but because he's been exposed. But
I so wish it was true too. But
I mean, was MTG a millionaire before she went to Congress?
Yes. She owns a big construction company, Taylor Commercial.
Okay. See, if you
that was already
the number one
indicator. I don't know about a millionaire, but it's. I just looked it up. It has an annual revenue of about $5 million a year.
And a woman running a construction company, that should be the number one red flag, right?
Have you ever seen her deadlift?
Yes, guys, it's a joke. Relax.
But I'm saying, like, was she running anything, or was she just married to the guy that was running it?
She was co-founder. You mean? Is that
what She's a co-founder of Taylor Construction.
Was she the owner or the co-founder?
What's the top plate?
All the same, John. All the same.
Jesus. Yeah, but all these people have money. Like, is there actually anybody that runs for Congress that's actually grassroots and actually doesn't have a bunch of cash to start out with? They all go into Congress with money.
And not all of them.
I should run.
Who hasn't?
Tim Burchett.
Okay, let's look him up. I bet he's got millions of dollars.
Isn't Bernie like homeless and never had a job till he?
No. Bernie's got multi-million-dollar houses. Like,
well, I know he does now. I'm saying before he came into office.
His key tell was when he stopped saying millionaires and billionaires and just started saying billionaires.
Yeah.
Well, no. Bernie
become millionaires.
Bernie got thrown out of a commune back when he was younger because he was too lazy. Because he wouldn't do any work. He would just sit around and complain. And so the other communists were like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here! Like, you suck."
Tim Burchett's been in office since '94. He's been in government since '94.
Federal.
He sponsored a bill to legalize the eating of roadkill.
He's clean, man. He's clean.
I think that's base. Okay, like, I mean, why would you want that to go to waste?
Might actually be a real one.
Illegal? That was
that's what I'm saying. Why was it illegal?
I know guys have done that.
A possum in every pot.
Yeah.
No, it was already legal. You just needed to notify the county game warden before you
need
did
a permit.
Why?
You need a permit to eat roadkill.
Dadgummit, if I see a raccoon and I want to eat it, I'm gonna eat it. Dadgummit.
I mean, venison, bro. Where do you think venison comes from?
There's a shootout with the cops over roadkill.
So my congresswoman got indicted for embezzling $5 million from
that's yours.
Who you got? Still
Were you
Ramen
one of the
or
5 people who voted for her?
What do you mean, you people, Brian?
I didn't say you people.
I know,
Black McCormick.
Jeez,
I think you're right, Ash. He didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Who is it, Brian? It's not the ramen head, right?
Sheila Churfless McCormick.
Yeah, Churfless McCormick.
She's
Oh,
black
that's your
too.
family, right?
Yeah,
Ghost?
that's
No,
what
no, she's black. She's a black McCormick. I was like, oh wow,
That's your family. You own them. You own
She's
them.
black
That's
Irish.
cool.
God.
Up there. Yeah,
Black
yeah,
Irish.
Should've let 'em go, bro.
Yeah. I was
Should
like,
have.
see, dude, maybe I am allowed, maybe I am allowed to like use the in card now because
Now you,
there are
card.
black McCormicks out there, then I'm basically black.
Yeah, you should do it. You should say it.
That's how it works.
I can
This
play the
she
black
only has
card for sure.
7,000 followers on X. I think I'm gonna run for her seat. I've got 80,000.
Dude, she only won by 5 votes, Brian. So like the chances of you being able to pick this seat up are probably pretty good.
Did she? She only won by 5 votes.
Literally 5 votes, and
Wow.
she also
How do you
strawmanned.
know this when it's your congresswoman? Sorry, Zach.
Okay. She also strawmanned $5 million in stolen FEMA funds into her campaign, on top of using a fair amount of it to like enrich herself and funnel it in fake contracts through her family business. She also now says that not only is this indictment a distraction from the Epstein files, but of course it's because she's a black woman.
She ran uncontested.
She only won by 5.
How'd she win
She
by
only
5
got 5
votes?
votes.
Well,
5-0.
About the primary.
Yeah.
So going back to MTG real quick, like the take that I get, I did a show at 2:00 before the Mom Donnie thing and before MTG resigned, obviously. And my take on all of it is that none of this needs to be scripted. None of this needs to be kayfabe or anything. This could just be Trump just treating people in ways that he calculates they're going to react. Like if Trump has a good relationship with MTG, but then suddenly starts saying all this stuff in earnest as far as she's concerned, and then she reacts like earnestly, like she's reacting like, why the hell is Trump doing this to me?
Yeah.
You know, and her resigning maybe is ultimately a net positive for the movement because there is no political solution because, you know, according to Q, military is the only way. I mean, whatever that means. It doesn't seem like Congress is going to solve anything. I mean, I think we can all agree on that, right?
Congress is
there's no
broken.
political solution because our only political solution is to replace these people with more people just like them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Even if elections are real, like if take that off the table, let's pretend they are real. That's the point that I went through. I think it was last week or the week before. Spooner points out that it's just us as slaves picking a new slave master. That's not freedom. Because a congressman is, because of the speech and debate clause, they can't be questioned. They can't be held to account for violating the Constitution. They'll kind of squabble over stuff like this, like, oh, you embezzled some money. Oh, that's horrible. But if they actually violate the Constitution in any way, you can't question them because, oh, I was doing my job as a congressman or a senator. And your only option is to replace them with another person who's never going to get questioned either. So there's no motivation for these people to ever follow the Constitution.
I saw people were circulating like rhetoric from the founding fathers because this is definitely true. The founding fathers had a very loose like interpretation of the word traitor, and they applied it very liberally to basically anybody who was trying to subvert the country and steer it in a bad direction. They considered them a traitor. Every single person in Congress today, I would argue, would probably qualify as a traitor under like in the eyes of the founding fathers.
For sure.
And they would probably hang them. And I'm just saying that's what George Washington was known for, rounding up guys in the Continental Army and hanging them in front of everybody when they were caught colluding against him and plotting a coup. And that happened multiple times, especially during Valley Forge. And yeah, he was known for doing that. And Trump, by the way, tweeted about that or posted about the other day.
And everyone lost their shit.
Yeah,
that was so dumb. That video, guys. Like, can we be honest? They didn't actually call for a coup. They just like subtly.
Well, of course they didn't. I mean, they spoke in very specific couched language. Okay,
Exactly.
I mean, that's why they kept saying illegal orders. But of course, they also didn't specify anything that they thought was an illegal order. They know that there's a certain contingent of people who are going to hear them saying those words, not necessarily internalize all of them. And there very well could be a breakdown in the chain of command in one form or another. So they may not, where it counts is their intention and whatever communications they may have had outside of the actual creation of that video. I'm not saying that they're stupid enough to have emailed each other like, I've got a great idea, we're going to do this video, and there will be a bunch of dummies out there who hear it, and then they actually show up and say, we're not going to follow Trump's orders. but they may have.
And
I
Trump
hope they did.
and Trump never called them directly traitors either. You know, and
No.
it's funny how they all assume it's about them. It's kind of telling.
It's a great example of Twitter scissoring.
Yeah.
Well, he also gave,
Psychological warfare on the troops, because it's not just some random people on the internet calling military members.
I got it, dude.
He did it. He did it. Hey, where'd he go? Where'd you put him?
Put him back. Put him
Where'd he
back.
go?
Give him the whole
Then
screen.
he got censored.
He's in the back of the. He's in the back of the bus. Bring him on back to the front.
Damn, Alpha.
Rumble shut it down. They're like, nope, sorry.
Did he remove himself?
I don't know. He's
Alpha.
gone.
He's segregating himself from the rest of us.
Maybe he didn't know I was going to be on, and he just second guessed himself. Don't be afraid, Alpha.
Watch, his internet went out. Like both of his internets went out right then.
there he
Here
is.
he comes.
Okay. There he is.
What's up, man?
Oh my God.
What's cracking like it?
Fist up, fist up, fist up.
Oh, we are so getting canceled. I love
Oh, commit to the fist at least.
it. This is great.
I'm just a black man playing a black man in the world of white men.
Shout out to Media Matters and NPR.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder right here.
Jerome Alpha Ollie in the house, man. What's cracking?
Hey, is that his name? Cam and Jerome, can you guys do a handshake? You're right next to each other.
Yeah. This way.
Other way. Cam.
Cam's the white dude here.
Yeah.
Can't get it right.
Oh,
Look at his
yeah.
head.
Trudeau, is that you?
Almost
It's
made me
got
throw
that
my
Michael
purple
Jackson
drink.
thing where it turned white.
I didn't change that
Vitiligo.
quickly.
How are these
Yeah.
crackers doing?
We're good. I don't like last week's version where he didn't say
Alpha,
a
your
word the whole time.
Alpha, you're making us look bad. Stop calling him that word.
I'm just saying.
I
So
officially
funny.
resigned from Sit Rep, Y Chromes, and Badlands Daily on Thursday.
Oh, you pussy.
World of
This is
Rumble
great.
Rants, you cheap motherfuckers.
Hey, Tree Fitty. Tree
I
Fitty.
do wonder,
All Rumble
though.
Rants for Tree Fitty.
Who's going to be the whatever? Like, who's going to freak out about this? Do you think it's going to be Media Matters?
Oh yes. Oh, they're
Probably.
definitely gonna write an article about this.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, dude, I mean, if they're
here
gonna
goes
get
your
mad about,
chance.
they have to get mad at Justin Trudeau because Justin Trudeau did this too. So right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
Alpha's
like
just,
you're just dressing up like
made
Justin
himself
Trudeau.
Ralph
front
Northam.
runner to be Prime Minister of Canada someday. It's perfect.
We were just talking about Brian running for office, and then this happened.
Watch it. Nick
Right.
Fuentes is gonna retweet a clip of this, and we're done.
Like, this is my new favorite podcast.
Yo,
Here I
Luke,
was.
Luke Bo want to run for Congress? Let me call my girl Plasket. Let me call my girl Plasket. Real quick. I'll hook that shit up for you.
Call her on
Hold real
speakerphone.
quick. Nope, hold on. No, that Epstein. Nope.
Oh my God.
I deleted that wigger. Shit. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Daddy's number. Shit. Ain't
I
never
don't
got
even
a
remember
call
what
from
you're
that
talking about
number
now.
before.
Alpha, do you have any thoughts on MTG?
We were talking about sedition.
Or you can talk about anything you want about.
We were talking about hanging people.
any of her feetures that you might be attracted to.
Shit. Well, slow down there, cracker. Shit.
He's setting you up, Alpha.
Setting me up.
Jerome.
Jerome. If you see John Tyrone,
You
tell
better
him
call
come on.
Tyrone.
Oh,
Dude, dude, cue that song up. Cue
a
that song up.
motherfucking soul train up in this place.
Tell him, come on, help you get your shit.
What's the
My
song?
father
I've
is
never heard these
Jackson.
songs.
It's
Oh my
called
God.
Call
Right.
Tyrone
Hold
by
on.
Erica Badu. It's an excellent song.
I'm
We should play
I'm
it.
getting it loaded up right now.
Yeah, load it up, Zach. Thank you.
My apologies for being
But
late,
you
boss.
can't use my phone.
Don't do it.
You're literally late every week, so it's okay.
Listen,
This week you're
Would be
actually
weird if you
excused
were on time.
because you're
yeah,
black.
they motherfucking police come pull me over. Can't be a black man driving a nice car. Shit.
How long?
Harassing motherfucker.
It's a good Bernie Mac
Right.
impersonation.
Oh, these bits are
Like,
becoming
fuck
so
you
good.
mean? I can't own no 2012 Volvo. Shit.
That's a nice car.
God damn. And then he thought it was stolen because there was a car seat in the motherfucker.
Hey, while we wait for while we wait for that to be pulled up here, let me show you this video real quick. So, like, Daily Mail has like written an article about this. Like, they got some guy who's like a lip reader to verify this. So this is Elon speaking to Albert Bourla, the CEO of Pfizer, and he asked him, "So, what's your opinion of MBS? Do you think he's a terrorist?" and he looks super autistic as he's asking it.
No, he did not say terrorist.
No.
That don't look like terrorist to me.
No way.
Send me this link.
Here, look.
Blow it full screen. Blow it up full screen.
You let it play. You let the whole clip play. You might see my cousin in the background.
What's your opinion? Is he a terrorist? It actually did look like he said it.
Can you send me the link?
That could have been a setup of Bourla, though, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think too. But here, it's in the private chat. 1 second.
Who's he talking about?
Also, Ghost, I just wanted to say, I said the same thing the other day, and people never really think about that. Like, kayfabe does not have to mean everybody is read in. It can just be President Trump directing his own version of this movie.
I don't think that's kayfabe. I think kayfabe is both sides acting.
No, I mean, it could be, but I think that that President Trump could also be plotting things out and doing things, and people maybe are not read in.
Well, technically, kayfabe, the definition of kayfabe is, in the context of professional wrestling, is the moment that a person switches from being like a baby face, which is like a good guy, to a heel, which is like the bad guy, or vice versa. So that's what kayfabe is. I call what Trump's doing here just Trumpomania. This is just him. This is him becoming the executive producer of Days of Our Lives and turning Days of Our Lives into WrestleMania. And the other actors on Days of Our Lives are still trying to pretend it's a soap opera, while Macho Man Randy Savage is like body slamming people into the table, and they don't know how the hell to react to it. They're sitting there like, what the fuck is going on right now? And they have no idea what to do, how to react, how to respond, how to analyze it. And the chaos that naturally generates.
Like sand through the hourglass.
That's a switch of what I understood kayfabe to be, at least what has been talked about over the last number of years, that it's both players knowingly acting out for whatever end, some form of theater.
It's like a scripted theatrical type, both sides.
And then what you're talking about switching back and forth between being the baby face and the heel, or whatever that is. I'm not a huge WWE guy. But that would be part of kayfabe. But that the kayfabe is that they both know the whole thing is an act.
In the context of political analysts, well, like
that's how Badlands has been.
That's how we've engaged with it. But like for example, Elon Musk. Like if you look at the Elon Musk saga, what happened was Elon Musk went from being Trump's friend to Trump's enemy, right? And really the coming out party for that was him calling Trump, insinuating Trump was a pedophile,
right? By
saying Trump is in the Epstein files, right?
Yeah,
right.
And then the book end on that, when he does the kayfabe, which means he goes from being the heel back to being Trump's friend, was the exact same day that both houses of Congress voted to release the Epstein files. And then
but the kayfabe is them both, like the whole thing being an act. It's not just going from one position to another. It doesn't have to be just like even them arguing.
But to me it's implied that if that's what's happening, they're both in on it. If one person is pretending to do something, like when Steve Bannon pretended to leave the White House in August of 2017 and Trump called him Sloppy Steve and said, "You're fat and drunk and stupid, leave." And then Steve Bannon went off and founded a huge media apparatus that became the lifeline and the heart and soul of MAGA. That was kayfabe, and the whole point of that was because Steve Bannon was the hyper focus of the media. The media was writing more stories about him than they were about Trump.
Correct.
So
as long as they're both
be a little shorter named kayfabe.
John, if I can.
Wait, just very quickly before you do, Nevada Night Owl gifted 5 subscriptions, and because they disappear, I just want to say thank you.
Nevada. Okay. Thank you.
It's Nevada.
So
Nevada.
Here's the definition of kayfabe, John. The fact or convention of presenting staged performances as genuine or authentic. Okay. Now, it doesn't specify that all participants must be made aware of this stage performance. Okay. What I was referring to specifically, and I felt Ghost had hinted at it as well, was the idea that Trump was the one engaging in the kayfabe, and perhaps you've got other people in his orbit who may just react to things. And so either
scripted.
Well, it would be scripted on Trump's behalf because he's still the most powerful person in the world.
Then it's not kayfabe. If only,
yes, it is, because he's the one who's scripting it.
Well, can somebody act in a play? If like, okay, let's say we're going to Broadway, okay, and you're going to have this whole play. Can somebody be in that play but not realize they're part of the act?
Have you ever been to an improv theater?
Yeah, exactly.
And not be aware they're part of the act. That's the point.
Well, in improv, there are times at which you really don't necessarily know what's going to happen, or if what the person is presenting to you is real or not, because they could immediately flip from being totally serious to being totally comedic. Maybe they get really offended by something. You know,
every participant is part of the act. That's the.
I think this is actually plausible.
I want you to talk.
Let me tell you something happened real quick. Let me tell you something about happened. I was with some of my boys, and then the police show up, motherfucking police, and they were stealing some shit. I told the cops, "Listen, I came to a house party. I didn't know they were stealing some shit. They kayfabed my ass in here."
Let's get a new
that's
making a good point. So kayfabe in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the key to kayfabe, whether broadly or in the wrestling term, is tacit agreement. So it has to be agreement between two parties. So it's either the ones acting in it, or it can also be involving the audience and everything. So the wrestling one is everybody knows that it's fake. In the broad term, it has to be between like two parties. So myself and John, we can commit kayfabe. But if I do something to John not knowing it, that's not kayfabe. That's psyop or manipulation.
Well, yes. What if, Agreed. Cam? What if I am aware that you're going to be committing some kayfabe, and I'm just playing along, but John doesn't know?
He got
it still kayfabe then, or is it?
So it is kayfabe. It is kayfabe. Absolutely, it's kayfabe between me and you, and John is not involved in the kayfabe. John is an unwitting witness to the kayfabery.
So consider how many people are surrounding Trump. How many other people might be involved?
Yeah, but the point is trumping the lightning rod and like directing the narrative however he wants to go by doing the things he does. It's totally different than him like every person he's interacting with being kayfabe. I think it's important to define these things.
Well, and this came up in context of MTG, right? Like we've thought that she's been part of kayfabe in the past. Obviously, that was it McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, that whole thing with the phone call and that very perfectly timed photograph. Oh, she has to be in on it. And so the implication is maybe that what's going on between her and Trump right now is kayfabe, and that would imply that she's doing something knowingly with Trump that's fake for some public purpose.
Yeah. See, I don't know where I stand on this MTG thing yet. What'd you say?
Or she's outside of the circle now. Like she was part of the kayfabe before, and now she's been used up. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Or also, and this is something I think that we probably do more often than not, being the guy that everybody yells at anyway. I'm going to say the unpopular things. It's possible we over decoded that particular speaker vote thing, and maybe it was never kayfabe. We just don't know what we don't know.
It's always possible.
Yeah. Well, good kayfabe is you wouldn't know.
So the 15 rounds was a coincidence?
No, just the MTG thing.
Yeah, just the MTG thing. And here's the thing. All it requires in that moment for Trump to do, and I said this at the time as well, all it requires is Trump to just contact one person, the key player in the whole event, which would be MTG there, and asking her to do a favor for him. Hey, I need you to do a favor in this moment. That's really all that's required. She doesn't need to be any more read in than just doing that one thing in that one moment, which was handing the phone to Kevin McCarthy, right? I mean, that was the thing that everyone looked at, because like Trump was on the phone, that everyone looked at the screenshot where it said President Trump. So, or T, I think it said T.
PJT.
No, that's not full on kayfabe. It's just the tip. Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Just the tip, baby.
Just the way we like it.
Well, I would argue that's not kayfabe, but we can move on.
Why you gotta have both the black guys on the bottom of the screen, John?
You're lucky you're on the screen.
Kayfabe, in my opinion, kayfabe, like the best example of kayfabe is President Trump and Vladimir Putin. Like that is kayfabe. Like when,
I agree with
like when Putin and Trump are doing their thing where they're like playing footsie and they're acting like they like each other, but then they also say mean things about, well, the America shouldn't be doing this. Russia better watch its ass, like all that stuff. That is kayfabe. Like that is WrestleMania kind of shit. The stuff that's happening.
Bright says you're all wrong about kayfabe.
I think that's way more
Everybody's wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody in the audience
said Zach is the closest and Ghost is the second most correct, but all of you are wrong.
Thank you, Bernard.
Somebody in the audience said Jerome.
I begged him to take my spot, but he said no.
No, we want you here. I don't want you here.
Somebody in the audience.
Witnesses.
He can talk about it on the narrative on Sunday. Try to explain how kayfabe can.
Y'all don't want to let
one
black
person.
man talk.
Completely different word.
Okay.
Then let's call it something else. Pageantry, direction, misdirection, psyops. I mean, it could be any of those things. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you were correct, John. We don't know what we don't know. And all of it's a guess, so really.
Sounds a lot like 4D chess to me, but
but she said there's no such
MTG
thing
said
as,
that
she said there's no
4D chess.
I think it's 3D chess, right, Kamala?
Where the 40s at?
Didn't she get into Congress kind of as a Q
Cody.
person? Like, wasn't that one of her things?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be she also said that she was brainwashed not that long ago. Wasn't that when she was on The View or something? We could see the turn coming.
She was brainwashed by QAnon.
Yeah. My girl Whoopi on there. Shit.
Jewish space lasers was her original claim to fame. Remember?
Yep.
Wow. I put the whoop in that Whoopi. Let me tell you,
George is
So a good example, like the other topic that is big today, is obviously like our boy Mom, right? Our Mom Donnie. So that is something that I would point at and be like, well, here's a really good example of kayfabe, because up until that moment, Trump was talking mad shit about Mom Donnie, right? Mom Donnie was talking mad shit about Trump. They hated one another. Yeah. Mom Donnie called him a fascist, a tyrant, an authoritarian, a monarch, like all that stuff. And Trump's talked about how New York City was going to collapse into itself if he became the mayor. And then all of a sudden, Mom Donnie goes to the White House, and it's like a total love fest, like super gay love fests. And Laura Loomer most affected. She's literally crashed out. She probably needs to go do a wellness check.
I'm crashing out.
She might
totally
be
black-pilled now.
She might be like in a bad spot right now.
Listen,
I feel like she's gonna rebound because MTG is resigning.
I got me some connections up in the White House. I can tell y'all what happened between Trump and Mondami. Y'all want to know? I got the scoop.
Okay.
Wait, Jerome, I got a question for you. Jerome.
It's Jerome. It's Jerome.
Doesn't it bother you that it's called the White House?
Listen. Listen, it does. It does. And we're going to change that. But let me tell you what my source in the White House told me.
Thumb like this.
It is Mondami, right? So this boy Mondami show up, right? He show up in the White House, right? And he think he got juice, right? He think the motherfucker think he Ice-T showing up to the White House. And then when he sit down there with Trump in the Oval Office, shit ain't really that oval. That's another conversation. He show up in that Oval Office, and Trump slide a little folder right there. And then Mondami opened that folder. Motherfucker looked like he saw a ghost. What was in that? What? I know everybody know. What was in the folder? Jerome. It was Mondami just going to town on a goat, baby.
Yup.
And Trump said, I will fucking show everybody, son. Everybody. And Mondami said, you the boss. You the boss. You just tell me what to do. He said, this white boy crazy. It went down, got it first-hand information. My cousin worked over there.
Badlands exclusive.
Inside sources.
Blood cousin, or just yo, it's my cousin.
No, just my cousins. That's the kids from the neighborhood.
Don't tell him.
You trying to make dad jokes, John? Okay.
Get him.
You wouldn't know what those are, would you?
He knows dad jokes. He's got hundreds of dad jokes. One from each kid, bro.
In the hood, everybody a daddy, John. Everybody a daddy in the hood.
Joan?
Just don't know.
Fair. You just don't know which one's the real one, right?
By the way, Elon did not say traitor. I watched it in 0.5 speed. The last thing he says is 2. or terrorist, whatever he said. The last part of the thing he says, he makes like a ooh sound.
Well, he's also South African, so he speaks oddly at times.
Yeah,
he has a weird overbite.
Yeah.
He did call himself a meme a couple years ago too.
My question after witnessing what happened today is, did Mamdani just hoodwink a whole bunch of New Yorkers into voting for him? Or is Trump giving him enough rope to hang himself? Because, he said the more successful he is, the happier I'll be. I would assume the inverse will be true as well. The worse he does, the angrier he would then be, causing a need to perhaps go in there and maybe put New York under receivership and turn it back around.
Did they air any of the behind the scenes discussions that they had?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, all I haven't watched the full thing because it was on when my show was going, but all I saw the clips of were just them standing in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
This was.
I have a half-baked theory.
Okay.
So here in Colorado, the kind of he's not in a government official, but he is sort of the voice of the DSA, local DSA here in Colorado. He has been going hard at what he's dubbed the corporate Democrats. And today has been saying it's no surprise that Mamdani gets along with Trump. He says that is in his role as DSA, his biggest issue, he's gotten along way better with Republicans than he has with corporate Democrats. So if you consider that we are taking down the uniparty system, perhaps Trump is going to work with the DSA to eliminate the kind of Chuck Schumer of it all. I'm not super wedded to the theory. It just kind of crossed my mind watching how it's reverberating locally here. And I hate everything about it because I fucking hate the DSA. So
how are local DSA affiliates reacting to today's Oval Office meeting?
That was kind of what I was getting at. Was they're going after mainstream Democrats.
Okay, so they weren't disturbed by this interaction, they enjoyed it?
Let me see if I can find it.
I think everyone across the internet is up in arms about this because they're so caught off guard. But let me show you a 1.5-minute clip from June. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, okay, something's going on with this guy that is going over everybody's head. So this is from the primary debate, the Democrat primary debate, and of course the narrative back then was whoever wins the Democrat primary has won the election because the Republican's not going to win the mayorship in New York. But watch what happens here with this.
Epic.
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first? That's right, Ms. Adams.
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
Mr. Cuomo?
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, 2 of our greatest allies, fighting the war on terror.
All right. I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not as a Jewish state?
As a state with equal rights.
He won't say it has a right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very
And
clear.
his answer was no, he won't visit Israel.
I said that.
That's what he was trying to say.
No. Unlike you, I answered questions very directly.
My goal would be to take my first trip to Israel. My wife's life work in this area means a lot to our family.
Watch it.
I can't believe that's a question in a United States election.
Why should the mayor be going anywhere?
And the question was, by the way, where is your first foreign trip going to be? And one person that didn't get, they clipped it out. They said, well, I'm Jamaican, so I'm going to go to Jamaica.
I'll go to Israel.
Every single other person said Israel. And then when it came to Mamdani, he said, well, I'm just going to stay here because I'm the mayor of New York City. Who cares about that? And they said, so wait a minute, are you going to go to Israel? And he was like, and they said, do you believe Israel has a right to, like, it went really quickly to, do you believe that Israel has a right to exist? It's like a struggle session.
Ghost pimping. Let me kick you some knowledge down about Israel real quick. Let me tell y'all about Israel. All right. Israel stolen more shit from America than my people shit.
Ghost, when that debate happened, didn't you? I remember you predicting he was going to.
Jews. Ash, I'm so sorry, Ash. I'm so sorry.
I remember Ghost, and I might have fabricated this in my head, so keep me honest. But when that debate happened, and Mamdani was the only person who said that he was going to, stay in New York and focus on New Yorkers, I think you predicted that he was going to win back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's two for you, right?
Because he was
with Abigail and now this guy.
Yeah. Well, because he's the only one with the populist message, number one. And if you stop and you think about the fact that Donald Trump comes from New York City, few people probably understand the problems in New York City better than Donald Trump. And maybe what this guy is, Mamdani, is maybe he's the proverbial nuclear warhead that Donald Trump is sending into the heart of that city to blow it up. Because when you listen to all the stuff that Mamdani's was talking about doing during the campaign, and whether that actually translates, he's going to be a disruptor. He's going to disrupt whatever the hell the status quo is there. And there is a massive, Brighton Beach is a Ukrainian enclave that was the heart of the ecstasy trade for the Gambino crime family. So basically, the Ukrainian mafia and the Israeli mafia were shipping drugs, ecstasy, and it was all going through Brighton Beach, which is a neighborhood in New York City. That's like 98% Ukrainian. So that's just one example of like how this could impact international affairs as well.
I got some ecstasy. You want some ecstasy?
BB sent a YouTube video, but I told him you got to rant that if you want us to play it. So
yeah, we ain't playing that unless we get a rant.
He's got to rant it. How many times? I've got 4 of the 5 daily co-hosts on here. How many times have I talked about the horseshoe and Mamdani being the populist left? And
you haven't talked to me about that, but I recognize the concept, and I think it's correct.
Wasn't that Ghost's original theory too? Wasn't that your like first article, Ghost?
Yeah, it was.
Horseshoe
theory. Yep. And in the article, I also talked about Islam and Islamo-Christian alliance that might emerge.
That's crazy.
Islam. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. I understand what you're saying, Alpha. By the way, Brian, it's your birthday tomorrow. I just remember that.
Brian, how old are you going to be?
42.
Old enough to party.
Wait, how old?
42.
42.
Wow.
We are exactly the same age.
Must be nice.
My birthday's tomorrow too.
What?
Your birthday's tomorrow too?
Yeah.
What?
What have I been telling you all
way.
about
Valentine's Day
babies? We are Valentine's Day babies. Our parents were jackrabbits on February 14th, 42 years ago.
I'd rather not think about that, but
don't think about that.
I met your mom at Gart too.
Sound like a bunch of white privilege to me.
You shook your hand, bro. Did you know that? So in that
must be nice to live to 42. In the
It
hood,
must be nice to be able to afford to pull out.
In the hood, you lucky you see 23.
Okay, cool, Leo.
You an old man. You hit 23 in the hood, man.
You guys don't remember that? Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. I'm 23.
I remember.
I live to see 24. The way things is going, I don't know.
Alpha is.
Tell me why are we
so blind?
I just found out Props is going to prison for fucking 14 years.
Yeah.
So
It's hard to believe somebody from the hood would be wearing that shirt.
Throwback.
70s,
He looks like Dolomite, like 1972 or something.
I told him to put up a Shaft background, but he didn't do it.
Well, when he first got here, everybody in the chat said he was impersonating Zach. So
Ooh, that's rough.
That boy Zach got a good tan on him, bro. So you put a blue do rag on Zach. He be all right. He be all right.
Got my colors,
son.
The real question is, do the rants tonight count as a form of reparations? We can move on from that topic.
Hell no. That's a gift. Reparations. That's a I owe you shit. You throw a grant.
I owe you.
Don't get it twisted. Shit. Amen.
This is
Are we
ridiculous.
equitably divvying up the rants tonight? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we're doing it in the name of reparations tonight, guys.
Case for woman rights.
We only get 82 cents on the dollar.
That's probably the funniest stuff I said all night.
Yeah, Cam and
Women's
Jerome
rights.
gets 3/5 of a share.
Oh, that's
Ouch.
Damn, you went there.
I did.
That would mean
Hey,
this all means that every show it changes for me. Can I get a steady rate?
Did that ever get changed in the Constitution, by the way, or is that still there?
I don't know if it did.
The 3/5.
Oh, the compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the first word in Constitution, right? It's con.
It's actually co. The first word in the Constitution is co. C-O.
Actually, it's Constitution because it's one word.
If you're going letter by letter, it's co.
Co's not a word though.
Yeah, our prefixes words by
is a
themselves.
word.
I think so.
Co is absolutely a word. It means
Yeah,
together.
I play words.
Unless there a period after the motherfucker or a dash, co ain't no word.
Looking it up.
Ain't no word.
You might be my new
It's a
Ashe.
period or a
Yes,
dash.
co is a noun for one who refuses to serve.
You need
in
to put on a
armed forces
motherfucking
on
hat
ground
or a
control.
beanie. Son, be fucking up your brain cells, son.
Did you hear that, Jay?
I heard you, but it don't work in Words with Friends, man. I try it.
Well, words with friends.
Yeah.
Also, communist. The first word is co.
Oh my god. You guys are insane.
You still
Gee,
play
Ron.
words with friends, Jay.
Dude, playing it for years.
I played that game like 15 years ago.
I know. Somebody
When I
sucked
was
me
in the
back
Marine
into it
Corps.
recently, and
We're all walking around in the barracks. We're like, yo, give me a 7-letter word with these letters. Yeah, it was fun.
Did anybody get sucked into the Wordle craze?
No.
Portal, like the game?
Wordle.
Oh, word.
Isn't that a New
Oh,
York
yeah,
Times
for like,
thing? Yeah, it was
for
a New
like
York
a
Times
minute.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
fuck
all
the-
my OG snake motherfuckers and Oregon
wrong
Trail
with
on your
Did
TI.
Abby join in?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
TRS 80, trash 80.
Hey,
Abby.
Dude.
Abby,
Remember
bad
that?
timing.
Muted. You guys are having all the fun without me. I'm like, what is going on, Jerome?
I love that Abby's like
Jerome.
the whitest person, and she's right next to Jerome. We got
Shit,
to
we play word. We play words with friends too. Shit. I go to their neighborhood, spray paint a word on the wall. They come to my neighborhood, spray paint a word on the wall.
There's a lot that Abby saw this and wanted to be a part of
exactly
it.
words
That's
with
exactly
friends.
what I was thinking.
You just
man.
gotta hope someone don't
See?
catch
I was
you
hanging
doing
out
that
chat.
word.
I'm like, I'm gonna be with you guys.
Oh my god.
Is it just word with friends in the hood? Like
Word.
word with
That's
friends.
That's word. That's words with the Z, like Zach. Shit.
Yo, Media Matters is totally going to clip Cam right now and be like, this dude looks so uncomfortable right now. Like staring straight down. They don't realize.
They're gonna call you for an interview, Cam.
9 racist
Somebody-
co-hosts
How did
lambaste
it make
black
you feel?
culture with a black man on screen.
You better leave a message because I'm not picking up your phone call if I don't have your number. Don't call me.
Oh,
Media Matters reached out to me and say, "Oh, you really believe in free speech, huh?" I said,
hey, just make sure you guys watch Why Chrome's Media Matters before you write an article about this.
white,
Make sure you watch
white boy over there types in the newspaper, think he could just speak over the black man. Media Matters. Media Matters done reached out to me and said, "Hey, Jerome, you really believe in free speech, don't you?" I said, "The shit free, right?"
That was good. That was good.
Damn.
That was good.
Wow.
That's good, Jerome.
Damn, man,
That's
watch
good.
who you fucking with, Cap.
Wow.
You can't handle your hands right now, bro.
Oh man, that's good.
So funny. Should we watch the treason clip?
Fuck yes.
Is that what you have pulled up here, Ghost?
Do it.
No, that.
Oh God.
No,
We already
that was
watched
the
it.
one that we just
We
watched.
watched that already.
Yeah.
Has Jonathan told you guys that treason doesn't exist yet?
Working on that.
His podcast says it all.
It doesn't exist.
Well, you can't commit treason against something that's not binding in the first place. So,
Boom.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I have just spent the last 2 months talking about it. I mean, not specifically on treason, but
So what's our recourse?
It was kind of in the name.
well,
I get that now.
yeah, no, well,
I thought I was just kidding.
yeah, there's no treat because yes,
Like
Spooner
no
wrote his
treason
essay.
without
He
accountability or something. I thought it was like part of the catchphrase.
recourse.
He wrote his essay as the defense against the southern states and citizens and soldiers against accusations of treason on their part, that because they hadn't signed and consented to the Constitution, because none of us have, then therefore you can't have committed treason against something you didn't consent to. That's his basic premise.
No, it makes sense.
I tried that argument with child support. Lost that.
Which isn't to say that they haven't been doing things wrong. That's not the argument. It's just that
It's just that we can't do anything about it because there's no mechanism by which to hold them accountable.
well,
It sure does feel
it's
that
not-
way though.
Well, yeah, it's not exactly like it's working that great right now. You know, the fake system that we have. So we have to figure something else out.
You mean we may not get accountability that we want? What?
Hey, John, are we talking about the Jason Crow clip?
No, I'm
The
talking about
secret
this.
to life is low expectations. I figured that out a while ago.
I'm talking about
This-
this clip.
Let's just go loot some shit.
What are you talking about, Jerome?
That is the appropriate answer, though. If
Just go loot some shit.
Jonathan's correct.
Just go loot some shit.
Let's go fuck it up.
Hey, that can be another one of our Badlands Media, highly frictional. Let's go loot some shit. Okay, here we go.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly. Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander. Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy. Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer. Former Air Force.
We want to speak
Current
directly to
douchebag.
members of the military
And the intelligence community.
who take
I
risks.
gotta start
each
singing
day to keep
Imagine.
Americans safe.
We
This is
know
the
you are
whitest
under
video I've
enormous
ever
stress
seen.
and pressure right now.
Mhm.
Coming from a
Americans
person
trust
with a
their
white
military.
name.
That trust is at risk. This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals.
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
The Army, or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
NASA.
and know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
The
Nobody
American
works at
people
NASA.
need you. We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution, and who we are as Americans. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Don't give up the ship. Is that supposed to mean
Shit.
something?
I feel like it does mean
Yeah,
something.
Weird thing.
It
They're
sounds
making
like
us
some
there.
weird,
I'm gay.
sound like some ghetto ass Nike commercial.
Maritime rules.
So, Ash, where's the sedition there? Why are we hanging them based on that clip?
So I did not call to hang anyone, just for the record.
You totally
Thank God,
did.
shit, motherfucker, been nervous right now.
Jerome,
We said
Jerome,
hang,
they
not
said,
lynch. Alpha. So low.
Jerome, they said you was hung.
Yeah, baby.
As the one person in attendance
they
that's
was
in
right.
active litigation
They
with
was
the
right
NAACP,
about
I
that
just like
shit.
to make that clear. So I think it's sedition because one, they are current elected officials and not just elected officials, but lawmakers. They are the authority on the law. They write it. So there's that under color of law kind of
But what did they
aspect. They're
say?
also standing on their military service. And so
Sure.
speaking directly to, so it's under, color of law, and they make the assertion, one of them makes the assertion in the middle of it, our way of life or rights or something is under direct attack, and then talks about you must defy unlawful orders. So they're sowing division, chaos, and it's psychological warfare, in my opinion, on troops. You've got, first year, second year kids in there who are now second guessing, and it's people in positions of authority with former military service that are sowing that message, and they are speaking directly to service members. What is the goal, if not to make service members question the chain of command, John?
That's what I said.
So how do you get around the speech and debate clause?
Implied for sure.
Well,
They're not on the floor.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
No, hold on a second. That is a conspiracy. There is a meeting of the minds to make that video. All of them conspired to make that video. That's not an individual speech and debate clause.
I don't disagree with that, but that's the problem with the speech and debate clause is that as sitting senators, as sitting congressmen, the way that has been interpreted from the beginning, anything they say, and that includes speech outside of the floor, that includes their staff as well. It provides them immunity. They can say that because if you take what they're saying, you strip away who they are, what they're saying is something that we would want anyone to say. If there's a law that is unlawful, then don't, or there's an order that's unlawful, don't follow it. We don't want people doing unlawful things. So at face value, what they're saying is not, let's say, wrong, but let's just say that what they are doing is wrong. They're protected by the speech and debate clause. That's why Spooner brings it up as such a problem, because that does give them absolute and irresponsible power, i.e., there's nothing you can do against them. There's no, that's the judicial side of things. You can't go after those people.
So the speech and debate clause covers high crimes and misdemeanors?
No.
Hey, Drake. I like that name too, Drake. It almost seems like Jerome had a plan to do something that be controversial with the First Amendment free speech. So when they come after Jerome going to say, but you alls was telling the military to not listen to Papa Trump. Y'all saying you can do this because of free speech. So Jerome shit, he's showing you some free speech. How much you like it? You like it a little, you like it a lot.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It makes sense, though. I know what you're talking about. They're highly implying they don't like Trump's administration. They're highly implying that you don't have to listen to his administration without actually saying it, right? And it's so vague, the laws and the rules. Don't break the rules. Well, you didn't define them, right? And so it's definitely put this seed in people's minds, like, oh, it's okay. You can resist what the president is telling you to do. So I don't know. I like
not
it.
just the president, but I mean chain of command, getting orders from the president,
So my problem with this whole thing, and this is something that's irked the shit out of me, given that I served in the military, is
you a baby killer.
I am. I'm a baby killer. So if all they came out and said, and the argument's been, they said they can disobey unlawful orders, which is actually, absolutely correct. But they qualified it before they said that. And I have the transcript. They said, quote, this administration is pitting uniformed military and intelligence professionals against American citizens. Yeah. Okay, name an example of that Trump directly had an order on. Name an example of that. They can't. Then they say, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but they're right here at home. This is the United States Congress, which has zero authority in the chain of command of our military, addressing our military to subvert their commander-in-chief in a country where we have co-equal branches of government, right? The executive has the same power the Congress has, or equal power to the Congress to the judiciary. Nowhere in our Constitution is Congress have any bearing on the military other than to raise an army, to fund the military, and to declare war. They have no right to address the military the way they did and qualify it by saying that. And for
Except
them,
they write the laws that govern the military. They write the laws that establish and alter, and they're the lawmakers. This is why it's so egregious to me, because it's it's not just color of law; it's actual lawmaking authority.
And when Jason Crow was asked to stand on just name one thing that President Trump has done, every single thing he's done has either been overturned in appeals and is still going through the process. And even then, after it goes through appeals, President Trump's not ordering anybody to continue with those orders. Not yet. Maybe when the Insurrection Act's declared, perhaps. But this whole thing is absolutely absurd. What they did never should have happened. Now, John, to your point, I know you were talking about seditious conspiracy and being put to death and all that today. When you think about it, yes, that's an extreme. It sounds like it. But dude, we've got 2 million people that crossed the border, more than that. 2 million have been deported so far. What do we got? Like 10 million that crossed under Biden? throughout our country. Imagine if our military has the idea in their head from Congress that you have to disobey an unlawful order from the president, and there's an insurrection in God knows, pick a place, that the military needs to be immediately mobilized to stop this action. And now they're questioning, is this a lawful order? It's absolutely a lawful order. That is a foreign gang that has amassed 1,000 people to take over one city. And now they're second guessing the president of the United States in this order. That is absolutely seditious conspiracy.
So
second guessing the chain of command broadly, not just the president of the United States, which impacts readiness and will potentially get people killed.
In your training in the Marine Corps, was there any discussion about that?
Yes, we have a process for it. It's called request mast. And if I think an unlawful order, if it's an unlawful order, I request mast. And then I go up to the next person in the chain of command. If I don't agree with them, I can request mast again, all the way up to the president of the United States, if I want to. And he has the final say.
So that is an existing process.
Yes.
Right. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, you want that sort of thing to be in place, because there have been people issuing unlawful orders and unlawful commands. And you want each and individual soldier with the power to kill people to be questioning and not just squeezing the trigger indiscriminately. You want that sort of conscientiousness with people who are authorized to kill people. So at face value, I don't necessarily have a problem with what they were saying, other than I have a problem with what they do in general as senators and congressmen in selling us out to
I mean, it's freedom of speech, but it's propaganda. But it's freedom of speech.
That's not freedom of speech. That's seditious conspiracy.
Agreed.
You are circumventing the president of the United States, the commander in chief, qualifying it with fake examples that you give no citation of, and you are now embedding that in their head that, hey, this senator will have my back if I disobey the president. He'll have my back. Meanwhile, by the way, just want to remind you guys, the only unlawful order that was widely ignored and the troops were punished for it was the forced vaccination with the emergency use authorization vaccine, quote unquote vaccine. And the guys that refused that unlawful order were kicked out and their lives were destroyed over it. And they still haven't been made right by this administration, by the way.
And all those sons of bitches in that video cheered for that also.
And
they were all on board with it.
This actually transcends the Constitution, because we have to point out that the commander-in-chief, that position was created 13 years before the Constitution was ratified. May of 1775 is when John Adams created the position of the commander-in-chief. And it wasn't until 1788, June of 1788, when the Constitution was ratified. So the commander-in-chief position existed for 13 years before there was a Constitution.
Okay, so seditious conspiracy, to folks who say this is not. So John, Abby, whoever else thinks this is not seditious, or potentially not seditious conspiracy, there is an intent requirement for conspiracy charges, right? So what is the intent of the meeting of the minds to create this video with that script? Because that's a script. They wrote the script. Somebody wrote a script for this thing. Right? They engaged in a meeting of the minds to produce the video with a stated goal. What do you think the goal was?
Oh, I mean, I said before, and it was implied. Just like Trump implied the same way back. I don't see an issue with either, if I'm being totally honest.
I was going to say, like, propaganda, that's the way it is, though.
What? No, hang on. It's fine for the goal to be implied, but what do you think it was? What do you
honestly,
think
I think what they wanted to do was to get the emotional reaction from everybody online, which is exactly what they got. Both sides, and that's why Trump leaned into it so hard.
You don't think? Well, Trump was stating the obvious in terms of the law. You don't think that these people had an intention with the troops that they were speaking to, or the Central Intelligence Agency operatives that they were speaking to?
I'm sure they did. That's why I said it was implied. I'm sure, of course.
Yeah. But I think that what Ashe is saying and what I said earlier is that there was a meeting of the minds and there was a discussion prior to the creation of that script about what they hoped to achieve by putting it out there. And I'm certain that they talked about the legal language that they would need to make sure they adhered to that they didn't step into the realm of being able to say we committed seditious conspiracy. They have plausible deniability while at the same time they knew exactly what they were doing.
And again, if a case is brought, I guarantee you it'll be struck down because of speech and debate clause, because that's happened before. And that
I don't think so.
What if they recall them to active military duty?
Well, they could do that. That's absolutely.
They're speaking and they're debating on or off the floor took place while they're still sitting senators and congressmen.
The argument I think they're going to run into.
So like a military tribunal would not hold sway over their duties as a congressman. That wouldn't have like a level of authority that would supersede that because they had been members of the military prior to becoming members of Congress.
They're not currently active, right?
No, they're not, but they could be recalled to active duty and then they could be put on court martial.
This is, and I can't remember what section is off the top of my head. It's worth reading in Spooner's No Treason, where he covers the speech and debate clause, and he doesn't go through an exhaustive like Supreme Court case study by study. That's worth doing on your own, but that's the way it has been used, and that's the problem he has with it is that they can do whatever they want, they can say whatever they want, and primarily his focus is they're violating the Constitution, because that's to me, I look at what these people are talking about and doing in context of our lives today. We could argue it's sedition from just the standpoint of us as human beings. This is seditious against us as human beings for what they're doing, usurping our natural rights. But they're going to have that protection because that's what's always been. That is one of the most what's the word I'm looking for? Fiercely defended protections for those people, because that's how they get away with what they get away with. You cannot. It's unassailable. And we see that with presidential immunity as well. It's kind of based on the same concept.
Well, they kind of trashed that, though, didn't they? I mean, they definitely challenged it. I agree with you, Jonathan. I think that, my only position...
That's the hurdle that we'd have to cross.
That's what I'm saying. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it's not necessarily going to be tested at some point in the future.
Which I hope it does, because I would love to see that taken away.
Me too.
Because oh, hey, you know what? This person voted in favor of, they wrote a bill, or they voted in favor of a bill that violates my free speech, that violated my personal property in some way, that took away my guns, bump stock bans, all that kind of crap. They voted in favor of the ATF. They need to be personally held accountable because that person specifically aggressed against me, and you can't do that right now because of the speech and debate clause.
I also think that there is so much actual treason like that we can probably point to, like how many of these people are on the take from other countries.
All of the ones in the video.
You can go through
all of them, period.
Okay, but I'm like, you could go through a laundry list of items from Russiagate to COVID, to impeachment, the Biden stuff, like everything. And we're going to sit here and be like, yeah, we need to hang them because of this video they did. I'd rather, to me, this is just like, are we fucking serious, guys? Like,
I don't think anybody here is seriously saying hang them for what they did.
Oh, people on Twitter are.
Well,
there's line to Congress accountability.
Hang on a second. John, you said you think that their intent of this video was to get the emotional reaction online that they're getting. So in their video, they state, right now we're speaking directly to military service members. Is it your position that they didn't actually have any intent with military service members? They just wanted the online reaction?
I don't think any military member is going to look at that video and be like, okay, I'm going to dismiss Trump now.
We're talking about intent, not how it landed or how it was received. We're talking about the intent of them crafting the script in which they said, right now we're speaking directly to military service members.
Sure,
do you think that was
probably their intent? But then by the same definition, Trump did say we need to hang these people.
No, I don't think he did actually say we need to hang these people.
No,
put them on trial.
Okay, but based on the same logic that you just went through of like, he shared the article, like this is sedition. He shared like 4 posts in a row.
Yeah, that's not at all the same.
It's not at all the same.
Remember, John, we've got to define this. We've got to be exacting.
Okay. What did you say to me? You said the script, follow the script. They said we're speaking directly to you. He shares the article of this is sedition. He shares like 14 posts in a row of like hang people, like this is sedition needs to be hung, and then he's like the penalty for sedition is like the implication there is Trump was saying like, yeah, this is sedition, this is the penalty, those people need to be hung for or whatever.
So this is actually something that I know pretty well, because this is what Sean Smith was accused of in our case, of saying that Jenna Griswold needs to hang, which was not what he said. He said, I think if you're involved in election fraud, then you need to hang. And 2.5 years later, through the court, absolutely not a true threat, not a threat of violence, not even outside the norm of political rhetoric. When you go back through political rhetoric, going back to the founding of the nation, that is different than a meeting of the minds intended to influence the military to defy the chain of command. That is not the same thing.
Can you prove the meeting of the minds?
Yes, the video is the meeting of the minds. They had to, they created a script and engaged in making that video. They absolutely had a meeting of the minds to do
prove
it.
the intent.
Why Hitler got a hand up over there?
Well, if we get access to their private communications.
Discovery, potentially. I think
discovery.
you have enough to get to discovery, certainly.
I think it's going to go that far. Do you think they're going to pursue it?
No, but I'm responding
because
to
our
that
government
this
is
no
are
big
full of
deal,
traitors.
because this is psychological operations. This is a psychological
This
tactic
is my
deployed
mentality. I
against
can
military
recognize
service
that,
members.
and I don't give a shit about this particular psyop. Just like I don't give a shit about half the psyops out there.
But to Ash's point, though, I think that this is actually a pretty clean cut. Like, if you were to go after these people for treason, this is actually or seditious conspiracy or whatever. This is actually a pretty cut and dry example of conspiracy for seditious treason. I mean,
how many of those have we had? We have so many clean cut conspiracies we could point to over the.
A lot of that stuff though is based in speculation and based in like the optics. This is, to Ash's point, they made the video, they made the script. In the video, they say we are speaking directly to the military right now. Do not obey the president.
They also imply that illegal orders are being given currently.
But
Brian, they didn't point to it.
Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, Burisma, the firing of the prosecutor, the emails, like that is. You have the emails and everything. That is cut and dry.
Okay. The problem with this though, is it's the military.
Okay.
And he's now so doubt in the military. Everything else is politics. Okay. The Hunter Biden laptop and all that, it's all politics. But when you sow doubt in the military, you hinder the ability for him to respond to either something here or abroad. If you're now embedding these thoughts in our soldiers and Marines and sailors' minds. And here's the thing, it only takes 2 or 3 in a unit to have that type of an issue. I'm talking a platoon, maybe even a company-sized element, 2 or 3 guys, and mission readiness goes to absolute dog shit instantly.
Let me ask you crackers a question real quick. Let's just say we saw this some crazy motherfuckers in the military. Straight went to the embassies, lit they shit on fire. Crazy motherfuckers. Let's just say one of these crazy motherfuckers in the sub out there in the Gulf of America, going into the Caribbean, and this crazy motherfucker say, "Hey, this shit ain't right. We going over to Venezuela, and it's an illegal order. I'm gonna sink this motherfucker." And then he sent an email that said, "I sunk this motherfucker because it was an illegal order. And my congressman said I shouldn't do this." Who responsible for that shit?
Question.
Jerome.
You guys are making great points. And I'm mostly even playing devil's advocate at this point because
I'm gonna send you the bill, motherfucker.
I do truly not give a shit about the video, if I'm being honest.
Penny actually pulled the statute in. If you want to share my screen, there it's pretty clear violation of the law. Whoever with intent to interfere with, impair, or influence the loyalty, morale, or discipline of the military or naval forces of the United States advises, counsels, urges, or in any manner causes or attempts to cause insubordination, disloyalty, mutiny, or refusal of duty by any member of the military or naval forces, distributes or attempts to distribute any written or printed matter which advises, counsels, urges insubordination, disloyalty, mutiny, or refusal of duty by any member of the military shall be fined under this title and imprisoned not more than 10 years, blah, blah, blah.
How's that not a violation of free speech, though?
But
bringing it back.
Put that back up, Ashe. Or send me the link to that.
Yeah, I got you.
Guys, it's not free speech because it's government officials acting in their official government capacity. The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the First Amendment is meant to protect us from the government. It's not meant to protect the government from, treasoning, mutinying among themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Infringing on that.
Yeah.
But Jonathan, they're not doing this in a private citizen capacity. They're invoking their military experience and their political position in order to do this.
Is there anything in that says that once you become a member of the government, you abdicate your First Amendment or your Bill of Rights?
But you're just being born an American citizen.
Your First Amendment's rights are restricted by statute.
There are statutes in the government for sure.
It's the old I can't go into a movie theater and yell fire, which by the way is not true. You can go into a movie theater and yell fire, but I can't walk up to somebody and say I am going to kill you.
Yeah.
That is a direct threat.
Or I think you should kill that person.
And that's a conspiracy, right?
Or you should kill yourself. Like that. Yeah. People get arrested for that too.
Yeah.
And Ash, what you pulled up though, that makes my opinion change. If there's actual written law that says if you can change, to actually change the morale of the troops and stuff to make them go against the loyalty, then I would say, this is the thing. It is straight up a propaganda piece. This is straight up deep state
100%.
trying to mess with the military, but also doing weird psychological plays on people. Like I think John, me and you kind of understand the same concept here, but honestly, they didn't say it's just that's the fine line of the freedom of speech. If you go too far, then what if we all say, hey, let's all join together as MAGA and let's get rid of the deep state? I just said the same thing that they said. Am I in trouble? You know what I mean? Like that's the whole balance. We have to be careful.
I did say the same thing on my show. I read their script today on my show. Did that mean, I did it too?
No, you were reporting on it.
It's just, now we're getting into now we're seeing into G money territory where it's like, all right, stop paying your taxes, buy Bitcoin, stop trading in USD, and it kind of takes care of itself.
You guys are absolutely.
John, the key to me is the intent
on the technical matter. Of course, but I don't think they're going to get pursued. I think it's being used as this battle cry by the Democrats right now. I think we have bigger fish to fry. I just don't particularly care for this psyop at this point, and I think there's a lot of emotional.
This is a dangerous psyop for government officials to be taking. This is a dangerous.
I would agree with that. I think that the precedent being set here is totally unacceptable, and all these people need to be made an example out of by the government.
Would love to see that.
What is the difference?
The military is supposed to be nonpartisan. It's not supposed to be a partisan thing. We heard this throughout Trump's term, his first term. They would say, don't bring the military into this. They're nonpartisan. The military is supposed to remain nonpartisan. Once you brought Congress into attacking the executive, the commander-in-chief's authority over the troops, that's when you cross the line. To me, they need to have charges brought up on them.
Yeah, the entire military is based on the chain of command. That's what holds it together.
Yes.
So this is an attempt to subvert that, and which is an attempt to basically collapse the military. And I'm with Cancon and Ashe on this.
And as somebody that served, I can tell you right now what's happening after this message goes out there. Potentially, I'm not saying it's for sure, but you now have factions that feel like they have a voice, and they're going to their other comrades, their other Marines, their other sailors, and they're talking to them about this. And I guarantee you, today, maybe over the weekend, maybe on Monday when they come into work, there's going to be a massive, like we call it, health and comfort stand downs, where they're going to be talked to by their chain of command about this exact thing. This is a really big deal.
And this is exactly what the CIA does to other countries. This is the exact kind of rhetoric where they would pay or use their puppets in the other government to tell their military to not obey the dictator or the commander in chief they're trying to overthrow. This is exactly what the CIA does. So then the question is, how are these people in contact with the Central Intelligence Agency or MI6 or Mossad or whoever?
Well, Alyssa Slotkin, as a former CIA officer, certainly still would be. Former. Right. You never leave. So this was my proposition here. What if her position in Congress is merely her cover? Absolutely. And she is still a CIA agent, and she's only placed there. And this is, I think, what is really happening.
Nailed it.
One of the things I hate about this video, and I said this, I think on SitRep, is they're intertwining the military and the intelligence community.
Yes.
This is planting a subliminal message in your head that, hey, the CIA is serving just like the military. No, they're not. No, they're not. The first branch they mentioned going into this was the CIA, or not branch, but the first like entity that they mentioned is the CIA.
Yeah,
and
that was on purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last thing I want to mention is when they name all the branches that, you know, specifically, they never mention the Marines because they know that we're too fucking stupid to fall for their shit.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up the CIA part too because I feel like that's something that a lot of people are overlooking because I think that was the real whistle call was to tell the CIA because I literally looked it up and I know we all know it's a foreign intelligence apparatus. It's supposed to be, but the fact that they're telling the CIA that there's stuff on our own soil that they should be basically fighting against or fighting back against. That means they want the CIA to activate inside of our own borders.
Absolutely.
They have been.
Officially.
And that's what I'm saying, though.
We know they're doing it anyway.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother Cam. Just remember.
Alaikum assalam.
When the military go hood, there wasn't one black person on that video, so they better not come after us for that shit. That's on them. That's on the crackers started that shit. They better not put that shit on us.
That didn't come on Black X. On Black X, that didn't come on there.
Nope, didn't do that shit. Hell no.
Is it weird that you're more awkward when you try and do the accent than Alpha?
No, it's not. No, I've been playing with that accent my whole life, man.
Were you born with it?
Something wrong with this motherfucker because you guys keep watching him. All he do talk with his hands. I'm like, what the motherfucker got saying language? What? He a gangster shit? Motherfucker talk with his hands the whole time. I'm like, this is a podcast, motherfucker. What you talking with your hands for?
Is the difference with this versus Maxine Waters and all the other congresswomen and senators and whatnot that were calling for violence in the streets in 2020 is the difference targets the military?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
And
in your
Maxine Waters.
Because Jonathan, because when you target a populace broadly, that's no big deal. What they did is actually treason because they're subverting the president directly by doing that.
But wouldn't military see the broadly video too? Like they'd see that stuff too.
It's not directed at them.
It's just that it's directed at them. Even not that they wouldn't be able to see it because like the video, the compilation I put.
That it's directed at them. It's telling them it's telling them that if your commander in chief gives you an order and you think it's unlawful, by the way, they're not lawyers. None of them are lawyers at that level. But now all of a sudden it's okay for medical advice, financial advice, legal advice. It's okay now for them to make decisions at 18 years old, right? It's okay for them to interpret complex law, and they're speaking directly to those people. When Maxine Waters was speaking, she was talking to the
you mean by those people?
Everyday citizens.
Thank you. I was about
people,
that.
The military.
Yeah. So it actually does matter in the legal test who the message is targeted at and how it's received by the audience. And there's a couple more factors in the legal test. But yeah, it does.
What do you mean
matter that it was targeted
Happy birthday, Brian.
It's also their color of authority. As well. Happy birthday, Brian and Jonathan.
Thank you.
And Jonathan, happy birthday, Jonathan.
Happy birthday.
That's why.
What time of the day were you born? Do you know?
Like 6:30.
Are you serious?
AM or PM?
Are we twins? Where are you from?
Yeah, literally 6:30.
What coast?
Where are you from?
What time did your
I was born in
parents
Mission
conceive?
Viejo, California.
That doesn't count.
Oh, that's 3 hours difference.
Oh yeah, so you're 3 hours.
You were born first, Jonathan. If you were
So
born
we're
at the same
really
time,
close.
you were born first.
Well, no. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. No.
No, other way around.
No,
Other way around.
Brian's 3 hours.
Damn, but he's 3 hours older than me. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Speaking of birthdays, we haven't had a Rumble rant 10 minutes, you cheap motherfuckers.
Things got real serious.
Only Jerome speaks.
Jerome.
You
get no check.
You cheap motherfuckers.
Wait,
Sitting
6:30
right there,
a.m. or p.m.?
Sitting right there on your comfy ass couch, drinking that fancy coffee. Can't drop $5 motherfucking.
AM or PM, Brian?
You cheap.
AM or
motherfucker.
PM?
AM.
AM. Oh, I was PM. Okay.
I think it was
That's
AM.
still
Yeah.
6:30. Yeah, that's pretty.
So it's like, what, 15 hours?
So we were. I was supposed to be born on
free
Thanksgiving.
speech, not free content. You cheap mother.
Jerome, chill out, bro. Chill out. You're gonna get us canceled.
I'm just saying.
We just got a sub gifted by G Fontez. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
That's a gangster motherfucker right there.
That's what the
G
G's for.
Fontez. That sound like
Gangster
that sound like
Fontez.
somebody got a body on their camp.
So fun fact, but probably not fun. My legal birthday is the 23rd because the nurse made a typo and my parents were too cheap to change it.
My grandma has one like that.
Yeah.
Hers is like the 10th or the 17th or something like that. They switched the numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your birthday's fake.
So
Yeah, my birthday's fake.
My birthday's fake and gay.
That's
Nice.
My birthday is fake. Yes.
my father-in-law's birthday. is
Congratulations.
tomorrow.
That's
So me
hysterical.
And
me
my mom
father-in-law-
knows for sure it was the 22nd because she remembers watching a documentary on the 20-year anniversary of JFK's assassination while holding me that evening. So
My grandma had that picture
83,
of
yeah.
the newspaper from that assassination. She had it hanging up in her house. And one day, I was like 7 years old. I was like, Grandma, he's got the same birthday as me. And she's like, no, that's the day that he
the
died.
other day.
The other
yeah.
fuck. So now I remember 20 years before I was born.
Equally traumatic, but yeah.
Need some
Maybe his
love.
spirit split into you guys 20 years later. Who knows?
Need some lovely birth certificate stories. On my birth certificate, they a blank spot right next to my daddy name.
How?
Damn.
They didn't even put John Doe.
Hey, boss, give me admin rights. I want to start blocking some cheap motherfuckers on this.
You don't have admin rights?
No,
No,
man.
don't give him admin rights.
Give me some admin rights. I'll clean this shit right up.
I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't do that.
Everybody should donate.
Oh, look, the
trees.
rubber rants coming in. They know Jerome ain't fucking around.
I'm about to bring Christy up here to show her what you're doing right now.
Oh, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Oh, no, I'm bringing
she's
her
been
up
out. She's been at the beach since 4 a.m., man. She
I
doesn't
know.
What's she doing at the beach?
Like a photo shoot
I want to go to the beach.
Frolicking in the waves in a photo shoot.
at 6 a.m.
And it's very cold at like 70
Oh.
degrees, John.
freezing. It's freezing down here. 65.
All right.
Okay.
It's
got
actually
some for us,
not
Abby?
cold here.
The day of the liberator. That's what you guys are.
All right, I'll take it.
Sounds like a sex. I was really hoping y'all were gonna play the.
Your tarot card is a fool.
You just got rug pulled, bro.
Oh, dude.
Both of you.
All right.
Rug pulled by the
that burns.
universe.
Is there anything in there on natural law?
Natural law. Take a gander. Take a gander.
What book are you reading? What book is that? Is that the
Okay,
astrology
it's a
stuff?
great book. It's called The Secret Language of Birthdays. It's insanely accurate. I don't know why. Take it with a grain of salt.
Christy said, is Alpha supposed to be a broccoli?
Well, what's the 23rd? Because I can take both.
Broccoli.
You can't.
You can't really take both. I mean, come on.
Why not? I accept presents on both days, so it's all right.
The day of irreverence. Am I saying that right? Irreverence.
That is a word.
So I don't know.
I know
Irreverence, fools, and liberators.
Oh, irreverence? Yeah.
I know.
I like
I know
that,
a
dude.
lot of good
I
reverence.
had a 3. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Nice.
That's November 23rd. That doesn't count.
That's what you need.
Maybe
you need
it's
a
that irreverent fools will be liberators.
You need a reverend on this panel. Then we'd have all kinds of money coming in from these cheap
Reverend. Actually, John and I are both reverends.
Okay,
I
try
agree.
something.
I got business
I am
cards and
too.
everything to prove it.
November 22 people not only take an interest in their own freedom, but also that of others in family and social life.
All right.
However, their challenge to authority or unfair
However.
restrictions can times create friction, as we witnessed.
That
on
is
the show tonight.
absolutely inaccurate. I don't know what that's talking about.
As even me and John go at it.
Highly frictional.
Oh man.
People like
I'm with John. I'm with John like 99% of the way. I just disagree with the military involved. But other than that, I'm with you, brother, on that absolute freedom spirit. Military is the one thing you don't fuck with, though.
You're
That's
talking
all.
me or John? The other
No,
John
Jonathan. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Well.
Oh, I thought he meant you.
I did learn when
But
when
I
was
do
in-
have that spirit too.
When I was in Sudan, I did learn you always be friends with the guys with guns. So I can
I have
appreciate
lots of them. Lots of them.
Yeah.
Like Trump would say,
Especially
lots of
14-year-old sentries
Oh,
with
and the government
AKs
does.
stoned out of their minds. You know, you don't piss them off.
Crazy.
Holy
Wasn't there
shit.
something else we were going to fight about tonight, Ash? Did we get them all?
J6.
Yeah, we were gonna.
Wait,
Well,
you misquoted me.
John's
so what
normie
is your
take on
position on the
J6.
level of Fedsurrection
Whoa,
and
whoa.
basics?
My only position is the report that Trump keeps citing, stating that there were 274 plainclothes agents in the crowd, does not actually say that. I'm only citing the report. I'm not citing that there weren't feds in the crowd. I do believe there were. I do think it was fake. I think it was an insurrection from the bad guys. But the report where he cites from Blaze Media does not say anything about feds in the crowd. That's the only thing I've been saying. I've been saying that for months. You've been watching my show. That is exactly what I said Friday.
And they were only there in the crowd control capacity, right?
They were there. So the 274 number refers to people that were called to the Capitol. It wasn't necessarily outside. It was some inside. It also counted legal personnel. There was like multiple. I could find the.
Can we
But
find
what is
one
your
clip?
information
Hold on,
and
hold on,
belief,
Ash.
John?
Hold on, Ash.
Upon information and belief, you think premeditated Fedsurrection or crowd control got a little out of hand, or what do you think?
I think there was premeditation. I don't necessarily know who was behind it. Possibly feds, probably some feds. I definitely think there was some Antifa involvement. Who knows who else? But it was definitely planned to make it look like Trump supporters committed an insurrection. That was the psyop. It was false.
Do we have one clip of footage from January 6th showing an FBI agent in crowd control capacity inside or outside of the Capitol in plainclothes? And plainclothes is a very specific term in the FBI. Alpha, back me up on this. Jerome, excuse me, back me up on this. Plainclothes is not undercover. That means that they are wearing clothes that are, you know, they might have their jacket on. It's very cold. So if they're wearing a jacket, they're going to be wearing that little gay navy blue with the yellow letters.
Plain clothes just means they wearing jeans and like a hoodie, some shit. But they still got like a tack vest or a badge somewhere.
Correct.
Plain clothes, and you
So
see.
show me one clip of that.
Why you making Jerome snitch right now, motherfucker?
I am making
trying
him
to
snitch.
get me blasted.
Don't
on.
do it, Jerome.
Chris just told me today your statement about the elections was the least fed thing you've ever said.
What was the statement?
And then what's that?
What was the statement?
Oh, Alpha's like full blown elections are fake and gay now. After we did the Peter saga today,
We got him there.
me and Ash and Mark, we got him all the way there.
You did it.
He's like
Not
now I
hard
think
work.
you guys
Full
meet.
retard.
Yep.
Jerome.
Yep.
Now just go to the step further, and that elections as a concept are fake and gay.
Spent my whole day drinking some of that purple drink after that show.
That's why you so hype. All the sugar, water, and purple.
Tell you,
All that lean.
That'd be correct. Shit.
I cannot find this freaking report now.
Hold on. So Jonathan, what were you saying?
I just figured just the news now and stuff.
Oh, that's the argument I've been making, that elections as a concept is essentially controlled opposition. I think it was the next stage in evolution of the global cabal, letting people think that they have a say. From the get-go, it's been a ruse the entire time.
But you're saying letting people think they have a say. If elections were actually real, we actually do have a say. Now that there are in our current circumstances. Well, in our current circumstances, there's other things. Citizens United needs to be repealed. Campaign finance law needs to be radically reformed back to where it's just people within your own jurisdiction that are donating, things like that. But given that say all that was gone and you're only voting for the person that's in your district, you think that is not?
I think from the beginning, it's been controlled. I don't think there's ever been
Plato's
so
Republic.
you think they're fake?
Yeah.
So you think they're okay
from the very beginning, and really the purpose
They can't be real, right? Is your
they wouldn't let them, because the purpose of government. This is something I didn't really realize this until digging into Spooner's essay, and I've been covering it this last couple episodes. The purpose of government is to borrow money so that they can tax us, so they can get rich. That's why government will never get smaller, because they have to have an excuse to borrow money.
be there.
Tax you.
Yep.
So sound like a couple of my family members.
Well, that's kind of where I think
some shit, never paying back.
Yeah,
That's
why,
right.
why is it $1,000 for a toilet? Oh, it's because government's inefficient. No, it's because they need an excuse to borrow more money, and that's so they can tax you.
That's why I'm
the
gonna
whole
start
reason.
calling some of my cousins. I'll be like, "Hey, government."
Which is why all taxation is theft.
Yeah.
Period, paragraph, and no discussion anymore. There's no debate, there's no discussion, there's no conversation. All taxation is theft. It's communist.
Here's a quote
theft.
from, I sent this to Ashe earlier. Here's a quote from Alexander Hamilton. A national debt, if it is not excessive, will be to us a national blessing. It will create a necessity for keeping up taxation and will also give us credit abroad.
Yeah,
the whole reason they can get credit, the whole reason they can borrow is because they can prove we can tax people. That's how they get it.
You're quoting the swampiest of all of the
I know.
others right there.
He was there pretty much from the get-go, though.
Yeah,
and that's the
that's
problem.
event-
Like the government has a point.
That's event
Yeah.
201 for taxes right there.
They talk about going back and killing baby Hitler. Like we should go back and kill Alexander Hamilton for sure.
Aaron Burr,
Alexander Hamilton worked his entire life. He was the bastard son of a Scottish lord, born in the Caribbean. Never had the rights to his father's wealth, but he tapped into his father's network and spent his entire life working as an agent of all the London banks. That's how he made money. So he worked for the same banks that would go on to create the Federal Reserve.
Nice. Yeah, which that was the point that I made, was that Spooner was writing about the problem of governments borrowing money and then the whole taxing the scam. He was writing that 43 years before the Federal Reserve was created. So we looked at the Fed like, oh, that's just the streamlining of the process that was already in place from the very beginning.
Quick question, real quick. Just want to catch up on some shit. All these people you guys be naming right now, they're all white, right?
They're all white.
Right.
True.
But we the fucking problem, huh?
What are your thoughts on credit, Jerome?
What is your credit?
What's your credit score?
Shit.
I know she didn't ask any of the white people on the stream that question.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna start. We're gonna go in order, starting from the bottom left to right.
No, ask me a question. They're gonna be using
Take a
this
commercial
shit.
break.
They recorded show. They're gonna be putting this shit on the child support. Jerome got 720 credit score. Just take the motherfucking money. Hypothetically, I would say credit was designed for a slave system.
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
It's a scam.
Amen.
Which is why when you pay off a debt, your credit score goes down.
So just remember who the first motherfuckers that had credit. Y'all didn't like that part though, did you?
Didn't understand what you said. What did you say?
You dress like a microphone.
The answer is yes. That is exactly what he's dressed as. A microphone.
I don't even know what sparked this, but whatever.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, he's
no talking child support.
Yeah. Speaking of seditious conspiracy, this is worth sharing. I just saw this for the first time.
Is that Jamie Raskin?
This is Alexander Vindman and Jamie Raskin with
Vindman's got a beard now.
With the widow of Jamal Khashoggi demanding the phone transcripts of President Trump and Mohammed bin Salman.
Your husband was a spy.
Why not do this when Biden was in office?
Congressman Vindman and Mr. Jamie Raskin, I insist to get this content of the conversation between President Trump and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to stand with the truth.
That's Vindman?
What is the truth
Yeah,
in
that's
this
Vindman.
conversation?
Right, remember, there's two of them.
Thomas.
I know
Thomas
there's
Raskin.
two, but they generally look pretty similar.
That wasn't the
Oh, that's not
Isn't
Lieutenant Colonel.
Isn't that the deep dark son of a bitch who had to be escorted out of the Pentagon because they didn't even trust him to walk out the door? That they had to escort him to the parking lot when they fired him.
It is weird. Vindman on another phone call transcript.
Yeah, so the whole thing's a psyop. It's all totally a psyop. But
sure.
yeah, they CIA definitely killed Khashoggi. I mean, Khashoggi worked for the CIA, but he was running the color revolution op against MBS from London, and then they chopped up little pieces and blamed it on MBS.
Oh, jeez.
That's graphic.
Is there anything documented showing he was working for the CIA, or is that just assumed?
Well, his uncle Adnan Khashoggi is like one of the most prolific gun runners for the CIA of all time, and when
He was also Jeffrey Epstein's first client.
When Jeffrey Epstein was plucked out of Bear Stearns after working there for 4 years and told, "Hey, create your own financial firm," he only had one client the entire time, and his one client was Adnan Khashoggi. His job was basically to launder Adnan Khashoggi's money that he was making running guns for the CIA.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Alpha.
I just
do Rome.
Oh my gosh.
Black Panther.
Oh, I thought it was a Wakanda poster for a second.
Wakanda forever.
Wrong
I just
Black
saw the
Panther. My bad.
Chadwick, the Hollywood star. That was awesome.
Is that Chris's boomerang back there, Brian? Or
I have his boomerang.
We've all got one.
No, I have Chris's.
No, Chris doesn't have his yet.
It's in my closet.
You guys should just mail it to each other.
Jules.
Just mail it to each other, and just eventually it'll get to him.
Yeah,
might come back.
We'll see.
Eugene, that's his name.
Eugene what?
Vindman.
Is he in Congress now or something? What's he doing?
Yes, he's in
Congress.
He did get elected?
That was apparently him with Raskin.
That was him.
Oh, that wasn't Lieutenant Colonel Vindman.
No, that was
No.
Eugene. not
Alexander.
That was Intel professional Eugene Vindman.
Whichever one of the
and then
dipshits
Lieutenant
in
Colonel
Congress.
Vindman, also an Intel professional, but just actually in uniform.
Right.
Yeah, where's Alexander at these days?
Hiding out and hoping that he doesn't get charged.
His wife has been real quiet since the election.
Yeah, I mean, since they
She was
announced
super
that there
pissed
was
they
no
didn't get
pardon.
pardons.
Ain't Vindman one of our sponsors? I put that shit on my teeth.
That was quick.
They're not
Show us those
anymore.
pearly whites, Jerome.
That's actually the last thing I remember her saying. Alex Vindman's wife she was super pissed that they didn't get pardons from the auto pen.
Yeah.
They didn't pay enough to Hunter.
What a fucking joke our entire government is, man. It really is just like
I can't wait
a
to
total
see
laughing stock. A total laughing stock.
joke.
And it's sad that we even have to sit here and pretend that it's not a total joke and a laughing stock. And then they're gonna sit here and send us all tax bills and be like, pay your taxes. And it's like, fuck you. How about that?
Oh my God, you guys, speaking of taxes, I got a tax bill from my former hometown for 2012 and 2013. Like, not only do I no longer have any records from 2012 and 2013, and can I not go back to 2012 and 2013, nearly 14 years ago, in my bank account to show if I paid my taxes, which I'm sure I did. I just have no recourse. Like, they're going to now sue me. They even name the court and they tell me how long I have to pay this. And if I don't pay it, then they're going to come after me. Oh, yes.
Write
Yes.
them back a letter saying, eat a bag of dicks.
Well,
Just send them a bag of dicks.
Yeah,
There's
send
also
them a bag of
Don't send them
Here,
bags
I got
of
a
dicks.
jar. I got a jar
And
of
a
fuck-
spoon.
Yeah.
Send a spoon.
According
yeah.
to G Money, you just need a stamp.
Zach,
And
what
you
is
stamp
Michigan,
accepted and you send it back to them and then it's fine.
what is
listen.
Michigan going to do to you while you're in Florida? Absolutely.
Well,
nothing.
they're going to take me to court for a debt that I haven't paid, and then
Where?
they're going to hire somebody else back in Michigan. But
Oh,
they'll
so
still.
don't go back to Michigan.
Well, I won't be going
You're
back
not
to
missing
Michigan,
much.
but I mean, I have been to debtor's court before. Okay, so like they will send somebody after me. I'm not that worried. My credit is almost 900. So like if they come after me and I, they'll basically sell my debt off to somebody else after hounding me by phone for some time. And then once those people call me, there's some, hanky panky you can go through to say, prove the debt, show me that I actually owe you this money. And they won't be able to, and it'll get written off eventually. But it may make things difficult. And I mean, Ashe will tell you that they might come and just seize money from your bank account. Yeah. My worry is that by ignoring it and, telling them that I think they're full of shit, which I do believe they're full of shit, that they may tack on so much interest and penalties that it becomes something that is far greater of a problem than it is right now. Anyways, I got to call my accountant on Monday, but
motherfuckers, his credit score 900. That bonus levels or what? Didn't know.
I've been working on it for a while.
credits for
only
a-
white people get into the 900s. Man. That's a
Yeah.
special level reserved only for crackers.
Alpha, you got to read the rants tonight, by the way, since you're in character.
Shit.
Assuming he can read.
Have you guys ever seen Hollywood Shuffle?
I know that's where he's going with it.
No.
Nobody here has seen Hollywood Shuffle. Cam, you haven't seen Hollywood Shuffle?
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah. It's probably the greatest film of the 20th century by Robert Townsend.
Really good.
And it's a takedown of black stereotypes in Hollywood. Like, you know, he's a black actor and he's trying to be a legitimate actor. And he goes out and he goes on auditions. And the only thing he can get auditions for are these like sort of, shucking and jiving gangster pimp types. And anyways, it's great. And I uploaded a clip from it. And I just thought maybe I could play it in honor of Jerome.
900 credit score. How you drive a motherfucking suit?
You ever played that?
I ain't be got no weapon. Why you be gotta pull a knife on me? I be shot. Wonderful.
Okay, let's do the rants. Anybody got them saved? I didn't.
I do.
I did. Oh, Ash, go ahead.
Seriously, make out Alpha read them.
I felt basically like I was watching Hollywood Shuffle all night. I was watching Alpha perform on screen.
You know, I read that shit on keeping it.
Make it bigger. That's as big as it goes. That's what she said. Alpha, are you reading them or am I reading them?
Alpha is. You got to zoom in, bro.
I look
You
like
try
Sebastian,
not to
yeah.
read
got
that.
them Superman eyes. Shit.
I can't even read that, and I got broken that much. Fuck.
Oh, damn.
Perfect.
We started from the top. We stopped from the bottom.
Top.
Start from the bottom. Now we're here.
Just we do a little Kim K. I'm just asking. $5. Well, Peter Fan. Some don't like you with that name. You could do John pronouncing Vietnamese names. It would be win-win.
But the
Come on.
Motherfucker paid for it. We'll read it. $5 coming in from Ben Dix. I don't know what the fuck you thinking when you came up with that name. 100.
What? That's not it. That's 100.
100.
100. Come on.
I feel like we just had the scene in
totally
Glorious Bastards.
Some of us went to motherfucking school, Cam. $2 coming in from Mock Anon. Same play as with Elon. Okay.
MTG.
Yo, wait, Alpha. Or excuse me, Jerome. Can you read it like what's his name that does the Aaron? Read the name.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Like read the name.
Teacher.
Yeah. What's his yeah, good.
Keegan Michael Key. Oh, Keegan Michael
What
Key.
you talking about? $20 coming in from One with Cats. We know
Nah,
you
fucked up,
live
bro.
by
That's
this
One.
Yeah,
That's
One with Huckats.
Yes, let Cam do it.
Your name Jerome, motherfucker?
Might be. I'm not telling the government.
$20 coming in from One with Cats. We know that's a lonely motherfucker. San Antonio Badlanders meet up on Sunday, November 30th at La Hacienda. Probably some Mexicans over there on Redland Road. Starts at 2 p.m. Should probably put 1 p.m. because you know motherfuckers show up late. Check out the Badlands Media events page for more information.
I love
Thank
that
you so much
said
for the raise.
Hacienda.
$5 coming in from 417 Pate Q something like that. 417. You know that penal code for pulling out a gun. Don't ask me how I know that shit. Hey, you guys. He wanted Jerome to sound like a retard. Ready for another GART? Where's it gonna be? I need to start a Feet Finder account to afford my GART and Badlands merch and sponsors. Addiction. Soft disclosure. Got the foots looking fresh.
We know
great
man.
writing.
Jerome loves feet,
I
bro.
like that guy. Shit.
Jerome loves feet.
$1 coming from Keith O'Higgins. You cheap motherfucker. $1. We gonna pay more in service fees than your motherfucking dollar. Keto Higgins said Marjorie Taylor Brown will just be a Pentagon contract lobbyist for Israeli space lasers. Oh, motherfucker. That thing costs more than $2. $5 coming in from Rave Daddy 523. Tim Burchett is our neighbor. His name is pronounced Burchett. LOL. That's how I motherfucking said it. $5 coming in from 417 Patriot. Yay. How are your parents? Oh, motherfucker started out talking shit. Your family have been on my mind and in my prayers. Asked in the chat earlier, but the phone chat makes my ADD do the Harlem shake. Love that shit. So I'm sorry if you already answered.
Well, I'll answer it like Jerome. You talking shit about my daddy? No, my parents are doing good. Thank you for asking.
Awesome.
Thank you all for the prayers. That was actually really nice.
$17 coming from Design Lady La. Sound like a hooker. Does anyone know the etymology of the name OnlyLands? Go on Google, see what you find. Shit.
Your mom.
Etymology, right?
Your mom.
$5 coming in from Nuke Hayes. Is that not a Afro? Alfro?
I like it. Alfro.
This is what happened when a dyslexic motherfucker tried to type. It'll take more than $5 to decipher his shit. $10 coming in from S2G109. This lazy motherfucker couldn't even come up with a name. They just gave it going along with whatever Rumble gave him. National news. QAnon racist.
QAnon adjacent racist.
Screenshot that motherfucker. Oh, look, we got some more cheap motherfuckers.
Co-founding QAnon adjacent.
There we go.
$1 from cheap ass pretty 429. Got your dollar. Shit. I almost want to send that shit back, you cheap motherfucker. $1 coming in from the Liberty Line. Media Matters have their word person writing the article right now. Yeah, they working Friday. You know they're a rookie.
Kaplan.
Dollar coming from Keith O'Higgins. He up to $2. We keeping track of this cheap motherfucker. How sexy was it to hear Ashe say, "Commit to the fist"?
Fuck you, Keith.
Damn. Keep that shit in the locker room. No one better check his hard drive. $2 coming in from Counterinsurgent. Trying so hard to rent. $3.50.
No. Try again, motherfucker.
Counterinsurgent. Trying so hard to rent. $3.50.
Tree fitty.
Tree fitty.
Motherfucker, did he put a tree in there? I'm not seeing it. $20 coming from Matt BK. They got penicillin for that, Matt. $20 for Black Alpha. I'm making notes. That one mine ain't sharing that shit.
Oh shit.
$5 coming from Susie Q20. Ashley, you got some crazy you work with. God bless you. Ha 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 ha.
Facts.
$10 coming in from Mindy Q. Are we trying to pretend Cam is black and Alpha is always fashionable late? I said the police pulled me over. Damn. $5 coming in from Rave Daddy 523. Tim Burchett is my homie running around my hometown. He is the greatest. Next time I see him, I'm going to drop Badlands so he knows and starts watching. Y'all the shit. Said in Alpha FO. I like that.
Please don't point him to this episode.
$10 from Blissful Girl 1130. This chick wanted to use up all motherfucking characters to make her name. OMG. Alpha, this was awesome. Love Friday nights with y'all. You loved it so much, you picked $10. And you had the options of 20, 50, and 100. $1 coming in from Mindy Q. Are you trying to convince us that Cam is really black? I feel like a glitch in the Matrix. Like I read that shit already. $20 coming in from Mateo 127. I'm over this political shit. I'm with John. Rip the band-aid off already. Let Normans bleed out and let's get on with the actual republic. Hashtag what plan? This person from Inglewood, I can tell. $20 coming in from 2812 VPJ. This is probably a bot. The Onion movie bank robber scene. The Onion movie. That person white. Ain't no fucking Onion movie. $100. Boom diggity shit. Hey, how do we make this person a VIP? They spending $100. Matter of fact, we should have just went straight to them. So fuck everybody else. Please pull up Jason Blaskett's husband picture. Alpha currently looks like him. and thanks for the laugh.
Is that true?
Somebody look it up.
It is
I've got it pulled
true.
up.
I don't have it pulled up anymore, but somebody should.
Hold on. Here we go.
You keep dropping Benjamins, I'll read whatever the fuck you want.
There we go.
Oh no.
Let me hold on. No, not him. That guy on the right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That does actually look like Alpha.
Damn.
There we go.
Uncanny.
Go ahead.
Fuck you mean that look like Alpha? When I smile, ain't no doorway between my two feet.
That ain't Alpha.
You got that Michael Strahan look.
I don't know whether to say hello or kick a field goal.
You need to take that $100 back, buy some motherfucking glasses. Dollars from the Liberty Line at Alpha Warrior, while still in very blackface, saying, "You went full." Oh, here we go. You went full retard. Never go full retard.
That's perfect.
That was good. That was really good.
Is Alpha a hippie black man today? I don't know. $5 from Hot Dude 83. Oh shit. With a name like that, I bet he sucks up. I don't know who muted him. A lot of right-leaning influencers are pushing increasing birth rates, but lack talking about the risk using the courts, lawyers, and law enforcement against men. I've spent $90K just to see my kids. You just supposed to say you ain't got none. Shit. Give me the DM. I'll tell you how to handle that shit.
Lawyers are expensive.
That is epically tragic, by the way.
Yeah.
$5 from Rav Daddy 523. I like Rav Daddy. Rav Daddy dropping a lot of rants, unlike these other lazy, cheap motherfuckers in here, just in here for free. Go. I wish you were my history teacher back in high school because I would have used that class as my nap time.
Wouldn't
have.
Not
getting a compliment.
I like it better with would.
Would have way better. I like would have way better.
Oh,
I've heard it both ways.
That's right. They're a little N with a fist.
Would
in the
have.
Yeah. $10 from Salbish. Nevada. Nevada is still a fake state.
They're all fake.
By the way, she's saying Nevada.
There was she was saying Nevada, and there's somebody in the YouTube chat tonight. Shout out to YouTube, who has obviously never heard us do this bit before and got super pissed at Brian and was like, "Brian needs to look up how to pronounce the state of Nevada."
Fuck you! It's Nevada.
It's definitely Nevada.
Don't listen to him, YouTube chat. He's not saying "fuck you" to you. He's saying "fuck you" to himself because he's
and
ashamed
there's
of himself.
no "ah" sound in the Spanish language, and
There's
it's
no "ass" sound in Spanish.
There is an ass.
It's
sound.
Spanish is an American construct. The real word is español. The alphabet is A.
Espanol.
Name one Spanish word that has "a."
I'll tell you right now, motherfucker. Tapatio. $5 coming in from Rave Daddy 523. The term kayfabe is basically power over the person. Trump and Epstein do this, but the difference between the two is that Epstein creates a situation that causes the person to break the law versus, and then he put another $5 to finish the sentence. Trump finds the laws a person has broken and treats it as to expose if they didn't play nice. The ones Trump can't find dirt on is the people he brings closest to him.
I like that.
Yeah. Interesting theory, yeah.
$2 from Mindy Q. I don't think playing that "I'm Black" song is really going to convince me that Cam is really black. LOL.
Mindy Q does not want to let this go.
Right.
Yeah.
$1 coming in from ZBM. Did Alpha loose a bet or something? LOL. Also, Zach still wins is the black man department. No competition there. Happy Thanksgiving, Black Badlands. I almost said Blacklands.
Y'all are mean today in the chat, bro.
Hey, rowdy. $5 coming in from Rave Daddy 523. My last name is Fag. I wouldn't have fucking told nobody. I think we're gonna make a shirt that says "Fake and Gay Government." LMAO.
His name is Rave Daddy
I
Fag.
actually really like that.
$1 from Mindy Q. Alpha, I heard Tupac was gay. You just a hater. You a Biggie. That's what you all simping for Biggie. $1 from Mindy Q. Alpha looks more white now. I've been using that. Disclosure. $5 from All Broadway. I have never paid for entertainment, but Alpha is absolutely worth my money. Sorry, it's not more.
NGK.
Did you skip Angie talking shit about the Somalians on purpose, or?
Oh, she paying $1 to talk about my cousin. Somalians going home. MTG gone, and the socialists had to kiss the ring. I'm winning. You're gonna have a lot of stray cats and dogs now. You call us back later. $2 from Rave Daddy 523. Trump said his whole life that he was a Democrat, but ran as a Republican to recreate it into MAGA. Now it's time he turns the Democratic Party into MAGA as well. I ain't gonna hate
DSA.
$1 coming in from Matt VK. It is reparations. It's all you get, you cheap motherfucker.
7 cents.
$5 coming in from Peyton Pooh. Alpha should be Asian next time and talk about rebuilding the railroads. As motherfucker read my
Financed
name.
by the city of London, by the way.
Y'all off the rails tonight. Love y'all. Y'all my cracker family. Faux show.
Love you too, Peyton Pooh.
Shit. Alpha Miyagi. I like that. $1 from ZBM. I'll vote Alpha to do whiteface and identify as a woman. Next, OnlyLands, aka dress up as white chicks. LOL. Loving the show tonight, y'all. Y'all just want to see Alpha with titties.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
$1
that.
from Keith O'Higgins, specifically vague, is the administration in the information war. Alpha is the cannon fodder. Now he has to pay fodder support.
Fodder support.
And ammunition also.
Them letters are little. $1 from Angie K. Zach, check your ex. And Alpha, your Zach look AG Waters had on CIA. And Alpha look at the decorated vet. I don't know. That shit confused.
That was a very bossy $1 rant, Angie. You just gave like 3 different commands in $1.
I don't even know
$2 coming in from Salt Muncher ODA. This sounds like the kind of motherfucker try to kiss his shoulder. Trump today said that he thinks the military courts are investigating it. The seditious video. $2 coming in from 417 Patriot. Alpha and OnlyLands wins the internet tonight. Media matters, pussies. Just mad they don't have a crew like ours. They hate us because they ain't us. Just blown kisses. Badlands or bust.
Yeah, suck it, Media Matters.
$5 from the real MAGA mama. What if they received intel of an upcoming operation that is about to take place? That's why Trump was so mad. Maybe they are aware of something we are not. That would be seditious. $1 coming in from the
what if
Liberty
a lot of things.
John, seriously, you need to pay Canmore. He has begun taking side jobs.
Oh gosh, what's that link?
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Not on his birthday.
Right? It's my birthday, man.
Probably a video of him doing something.
Fired, bro.
Oh
God.
What is it?
I remember this.
Fans, because I have to make an appearance tonight. All right, are you going on? Make an appearance tonight.
Oh,
All
good.
right, you going on?
I didn't clip it well enough.
I did. I was prepared for this because Ashe prepped me by saying she sent it to John. So
I'm here for the gangbang.
Brian's like, oh shit. I said
had that
OnlyFans. And I said, yeah, I sent the clip to John already.
yeah, and I was like, oh fuck, I better be ready for that.
Oh, I missed that.
We
Damn
were
it.
loving it in the chat at the end.
I was.
Okay.
So good.
$1 from Keto Higgins. A lot of this argument and debate is all downstream of the lack of accountability for General Mark Milley telling the Chinese that he wouldn't follow Trump's orders.
That's a great point.
That's a good point. Yep.
That seems like it should have been a $2 rant because it was more serious.
Yeah.
$50 coming in from Boom Diggity. NATO Allied Joint PSYOP, pages 21 to 23, covers the targets. They are running this. And then there's a link.
I want to see that link.
Okay, I'll save it and put it in the chat for you guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Dollar coming in from
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Dollar coming in from Petty 429. Happy birthday to you, Can.
And Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. No, she
And
didn't put
Jonathan.
no, she didn't
Thank
put
you.
down.
Well,
She didn't put down. Why y'all trying to be nice? Listen, she didn't want to say happy birthday to Jonathan. Why the fuck y'all
Is G
making her say
Fontes a
happy
she?
birthday to
I always
Jonathan?
thought that was a he.
I think it's a he.
Are you
Dollar from
misgendering G Fontes,
Fontes.
Alpha?
I'm just saying, if you go back up to the happy birthday to Cam. Okay.
Oh, that was Petty. That's a he for sure.
Petty 429 was like
Is
fuck
it dude?
Jonathan. And that's the narrative we're gonna run with. Now, if Petty wants to clear the air, they could drop another rumble rant.
He's just trying to get more rants.
Dollar from
There
G
is a
Fontes,
comma. There is a comma. I'm just gonna throw that in.
119. I owed a sub from during the near end of Why We Vote. Well, did you fix it?
I think so. I think that was the one sub that they them sent in. And
This
that's
rumble
the
rant sound like a
justification.
motherfucking IOU.
I was just saying, what'd you put on
Like
the
a
sub?
riddle. That's more like a riddle.
$17 coming in from Crashing Thunder. Ain't no jive, Tucky. Gonna call me cheap. LOL. Where we go one, we go all. My nigga. $5 coming in from GBA 512. Contrast views at Badlands.
Oh boy.
Dollar coming in from Sassy Sea Star. When the fact that Congress takes an oath to the Constitution make them susceptible to treason charges because they actually do consent to the Constitution on the record.
Oaths are meaningless.
I
would agree.
That's another spinnerism.
$5 from Rita Dodson. All right, Jerome, here's your $5 motherfucking dollars. That's right. Rita, a good one. $1 from Petty 429. Mary Chrysler.
Chrysler.
$1 from Sassy Sea Star. Jerome made my night. Thanks, Alpha. $1 coming in from S. Ho. All this ruckus for a few pieces of shit. Let Jag personnel decide. We all should be raising hell about Tina Peters. Patriot Act. Justice for J6s. Defend the Constitution of motherfucking United States.
How's she doing, by the way? Isn't she sick?
She's
in solitary.
Yeah, and it just
She's in solitaire.
Jonathan, I got this. The Constitution can't be defended, so stop trying.
There you are.
$17 coming in from
Yes, she is sick. Apparently, she was put in solitary confinement today as well. So it's not good.
Defend natural law, not the Constitution.
$17 coming in from Snapcake for Undercover Alpha. $10 from Caddy Hayes. I don't know. She just put
Asterisk
little-
is
little
what it's called.
Asterisk,
It's called an
so-
asterisk.
It's a blackstress.
Thank you, Katie Hayes.
Yes, thank
Motherfucker
you.
hit enter before she was done typing. That's your fault. Dollar coming in from G Fontes 119, the second in command of Capitol Cops, Yogananda Pittman, acting chief, had command
Berkeley.
on paper over the Capitol complex on 06 January 2021. You know that
Premeditated Fedsurrection.
dollar coming in from G Fontes 119. That's Vinman's brother. Not to be confused with our sponsor. Clean your teeth. Got that funky ass. Dollar from G Fontes 119 of the one that leaked the Zelensky Trump call. Hey, listen, they the one of motherfuckers typed in 2 T's. I'm just giving them what
That's
they
why
$20 coming in from Stony Keek Girl. $20 for Jerome so he doesn't come beat my ass. Hey, I'll beat that ass too, but you good. Took your name off the list. Dollar from Keith O'Higgins. Khashoggi's wife wants a cut.
Oh.
No pun intended.
That's a good one.
Dollar from the Liberty Line. They should have mother, you sick motherfucker. They should have penis-shaped cigars you can send to someone you don't like, but they smoke and taste really good, so you know they will smoke them. They get funky at the end.
Why?
New business
Great
idea.
idea. Oh my god. That was the best $1 rant I think we've ever read.
That's a product idea
The
right
amount
there.
of thought that went into that, we know Liberty Line a serial killer. $100 from Bloom
We can buy a
Dickey.
domain name right now if we can think of one. We can all be co-founders of it. So
Another
Salty cigars.
Salty penis shaped cigar.com.
Salty cigars.
Salty cigars.
well, that's the
$100
kept adding it.
$100 coming in from Boom
Salty
Diggity.
endings.
That's a second $100 rant.
Salty
And
endings.
another 50 too.
Another $100
Saltyendings.com.
for the best Jew Rome reading. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Boom Diggity.
Appreciate it, Boom.
Man, almost make me want to give him back some of the money I stole. $2 from Dave 75. Aaron Burr is my mother's father's bloodline. I've always wondered if these stories were true and how true. If he was a bad dude, I don't care, good or bad, nothing to do with my life. No reparations.
He did us all a favor.
Yeah, I mean, he's
He
kind of
did
a
do us
hero,
all a favor.
right?
He did end up kind of being a bad guy after that, but he did
Allegedly.
do a great service. So.
With a name like that, he was born somewhere where it's cold. $2 coming in from 417 Patriot. How do I send a video? I'm technologically challenged. Got a really cute soft disclosure promo. Y'all want some technical assistance for $2 motherfucking dollars? This ain't the Geek Squad shit. That's at least a 20.
Copy and paste the link.
Probably on Telegram though, or post it to Twitter, I guess.
$5 coming in from Isaiah 53. No. That's a good fucking movie. You don't know. No. You don't know that movie? Shh. $10 coming in from Lukester 777. Great show, all. Hey, Mal, and have a great weekend.
I think that stands for much love.
Much love. Thank you, Lukester.
What did Alpha say?
I said ML. Motherfucker typed ML. $2 coming in from J Law Bronco. Damn Bulldogs. Another honey coming in from 808 Bill. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
And even Thanksgiving
Merry
yet.
Christmas to you too.
Love you,
It's
Bill.
probably
hasn't
for Mary
even been
Chrysler.
Thanksgiving yet.
It's
Guy.
probably in response to Mary Chrysler, bro.
Maybe he doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas is the next holiday for him. Brian, why are you being a bigot?
We can be thankful.
I will say
My
that's
Christmas tree's
the
already
worst
up,
part of
Brian,
it.
so, you know.
We'll just be thankful for it.
Listen, Bill want to drop $100. I'll say happy motherfucking Easter. I don't give a shit. $10 coming in from $10, 10 more dollars for the Black Mamba. I mean Mufasa. Love y'all.
Black Mama's a good name for this whole getup.
Well, that makes me think of that movie Mega Mind.
Gonna cost more than $10. You want the Black Mamba? Ha! Ciao. $2.
I didn't even realize you were wearing that shirt until just now.
$2 coming in from 2812 UPJ. Play it, fools. $5 coming in from Q Fan Addict. The concept of speech immunity within congressional debate does not include the creation of propagandized media targeted exclusively as congressional advice to the general public! Exclamation mark.
Are there any cases to that effect? I'd be interested.
Is that a statute you're quoting or yeah, need more info.
Rumble rant ended in an exclamation mark, not a question mark.
If I may, if I may, hold up a sec. Rise of Tire brought up that there were a number of cases that congressmen and senators got out of certain charges, or they tried to use the speech and debate clause to get out of it, but it was not successful in that. I looked it up kind of quickly. It seems like those were more in line with like corruption, like bribery. Think of Senator Menendez. I think he even tried to use that as well. But as far as what this would be applying to with what this video was, I don't know that would be the same thing.
$1 coming in from Angie K. Read Trump's last post about Michigan and Somalians. $2 coming in
really
from
going hard at the Somalis.
Yeah, he just revoked their.
She probably
whatever
missing,
she live in Minneapolis.
She probably missing a cat. $2 coming in from Craze 34. Holy shit, that's Alpha. I thought it was a young JB.
He'd be asleep if it was JB.
$1 from Rookie Irish. I just wanted to hear Jerome say, Sally sells, she sells down by the seashore. Didn't think that was gonna happen, huh? Motherfucking rookie. $1 coming in from Ride Daddy 523. Badlands, you my bitches. Love you so much.
What?
Motherfucking audience turn hood tonight. Love that shit. $2 coming in from J Law Bronco. Can you do a fat white Ford truck driver? What? At the mud, borrow, and go? That motherfucker drunk. I don't know how he's talking.
Well, mudbogging is fun, but it sounds like he wants you to be OJ. That's kind of how I took it.
Oh, he want me to go slice a white bitch.
Allegedly.
If the glove don't fit.
Not it.
Motherfucker. $1 coming in from G Fontes 119. I'm a man, lovely lady at Ashe 1776.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought yeah. So Alpha was the one that called you a female.
In parentheses, it says, and I grabbed my balls while I wrote this. $2 coming in from 2812 VPJ. Play Onion Movie. This stupid, bigger talking. What you tried to do. $1 coming in from 417 Patriot. Happy birthday, CanCon and Jonathan. I hope
Thank
you
you.
all have the best birthday. Yeah. Told you we'd hustle these motherfuckers.
That's right.
$1 coming in from G Fontes 119. Somebody gifted me a sub during the show with Ashe and CanCon, and I have a habit of paying it forward gifted subs, but ran out of time during Why We Vote.
Oh, I was
So what you're
explaining.
saying, somebody got
previous
deprived of a sub because you a slow motherfucker.
We appreciate you, G Fontes. Thank you.
You fix that next time with 2. $10 coming in from Isaiah 53. I got in one little fight and my mom's got scared. She said, "You moving with your auntie uncle to ballet." $2 coming in from J-Law Bronco. Roman Rome. Any lotto numbers? Little Ray said 17. $1 coming in from Keith O'Higgins. Badflamingdicks.com. Ashe Dicks. Buy them by the bag.
There we go.
He talk about a lot of penises. That man. $1 from 417 Patriot. How have we gone a whole show without Una Pauna Banca?
Well, now I can.
That's what Alpha looks like.
Way to go, player.
Wait, is Una Panuna Luna now going to resign from Congress to upstage MTG?
I feel like she'd have to upstage or she'd have to do more than just resign.
I feel like she'll
she'd
start
have
a
hold
committee to
congressional hearing
investigate.
about potentially resigning.
She'll have to have her own fake fight with Trump.
Yeah. Call out 5D chess or whatever.
Probably
Hey, that was a fun show,
gay.
guys.
Yeah, good show.
It's a good time. How many of you guys are doing shows tomorrow? We got Cam, you got yours. Alpha.
Brad and I got ours too tomorrow.
Brad, yep.
And also the bottom row. Bottom row has shows tomorrow.
Awesome guest on People tomorrow. Awesome.
We got.
We got Defender of the Republic.
Nice. That'll be a good
Amen.
one. That'll be a real good one. Alpha, you should do like set. I'll talk to you after. Stay on after. No, I'll talk to you.
And called him Tyrone. $2 from J Law
We were supposed
Bronco.
to play that. We should play that as the outro.
We were
J Rome, only half black. Waist up. You lying motherfucker.
Okay, somebody pull up a video that we're supposed to play.
I had one on there. I put it in there earlier. The
I see
second
like
one
10 links. I don't know which one to use.
So the one I said, never mind, this is better. Only 25 seconds. It's
Was it the
Michael
Office one?
Scott when he pretends to be Daryl. He dresses up literally like Alpha.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Sounds good. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You guys have a
Hit
great
the
rest of the night.
thumb.
We'll see you tomorrow. Hit the thumb.
See you guys.
Peace out.
There you go.
Night. I ain't that baby daddy.
Okay, everybody. After you walk the runway, everyone has to vote for who gets the coupon book, and you can't vote for yourself.
Pam, can you vote for other people?
Hey, I gotta get in on this. Hey, it's cool. Man, I work in the warehouse. I'm cool. I'm hip and I'm jive. But I don't care about nobody. Do you know who I am? Happy Halloween, jerk!